Let me make sure the settings is right. All right, we live, champ.
Too greasy.
Wait 1 second, G. Crit, bow. Let's get these settings right, man. Get these settings right, man. Bada bing, bada bang.
Let me cut it down so I can share it real quick. We live. I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. Check your mic. Check your mic.
Mic ain't on. All right. We there. We there, champ. We there, champ. We got one person in the building. You guys do me a favor. As soon as you guys get in the building, Paul Bizzle, I see you, brother. I apologize. Okay, we got 2 people in the building. Make sure you guys, when you guys get touched down the building, leave a comment. All right? Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're in the building. All right?
Yes, sir.
Bada bing, bada bang. You still can't hear me, Bizzle?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can hear me, but Bizzle just said he can't hear me. Paul Bizzle, can you hear me? Can you hear me, my brother? Leave another comment. Let me know you can hear me. Today's going to be a good podcast, brother.
It's always a podcast. Once we above ground, it's a beautiful podcast.
Always. Always. Paul Bizzle, can you hear me? Leave a comment in the comment section. You guys, if you can't hear me, let me know. There's 2 people in the building. You guys, make sure you guys leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're in the building, all right? We 15 minutes late. My apologies. All right. Let's start off your low hot. Well, we got 3 people in the building. I'm seeing 3 people in the building. As soon as you guys come in the building, do me a favor. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, all right? Let me know that you're here in the building. Also, you guys do me a favor. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're here, all right? Let me know that you're here. All right, Bizzle said, yeah, we good. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Yeah, we good. Hey, wait 1 second. Let me adjust this lighting. Talk to them. Talk to them, Lo.
Wagwan, people. This your boy, Planet. God damn it. You already know I'm in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that's, you know what I'm saying, tuned into the livest, most underrated
Bada
podcast.
bing, bada bang.
You know what I'm saying? Don't shoot the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to everyone tuned in. You know what I'm saying? That's about to tune in. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing because you able to tune in right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing.
Yes, sir. It's a blessing that we here. Most High allows us another day to talk to the people, and we're going to take advantage of every day that we wake up and every day that God breathes air in our lungs. All right. First of all, let's start off with this. This is L.O.T.S approved media mafia. Don't shoot the don't shoot the messenger podcast. All right. Excuse me. All right. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved, L.O.T.S approved, and I'm gonna let my partner in crime introduce himself.
Well, I go by the name of Planet. God damn, you already know Planet FOD. Shouts out to my big bro, Free G5. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my big bro, Jen. Shouts out to my next big bro, Luke, off in Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas.
That part.
Shouts out to everybody that's gonna tune in and they listening right now. Blessings.
That part.
You all.
Blessings, 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 blessings. All right, man. We got some stuff to talk about today. I'm looking at the list of things that we're supposed to be talking about today. All right. Well, first of all, we're gonna talk about Brittney Griner. You guys know Brittney Griner just got her appeal shut down. So it looks like she's gonna have to be forced to do that 9 years in Russia. All right. So shout out to Brittney Griner. We also gonna talk about Alec Baldwin. All right. He put up that picture of the woman that he killed. And a lot of people are like, he's receiving backlash because they feel like he's not showing no remorse. Okay. All right. We're gonna speak about Kanye West. All right. We're gonna talk about Adidas taking Kanye West's designs. All right. They also gonna be remove Kanye West's name off of all the shoes, and they're still gonna sell Kanye West's shoes. All right, so it shows you the power of Kanye West. All right. Also, we're gonna speak about Lil Durk. Lil Durk beat that murder charge. All right. Basically had 5 charges dropped.
Yeah.
And Lil Durk's lawyer going viral. Well, let's talk about that. All right. First of all, we're gonna talk about Lil Durk. Lil Durk is a rapper out of Chicago, drill rapper. Everybody knows about Lil Durk. And Lil Durk had a murder charge, right? Also, King Von was his co-defendant. So you guys know King Von passed away. I think it was last year he passed away. That was the incident that took place with Kondo Rondo and his friend, who was Lil Tim? Lil Tim.
Right.
And with that being said, Lil Durk, he was going to court, and subsequently, because King Von was murdered, in the process of them going to court, they the lawyer, I don't know if it's on the lawyer behalf or they were just going to drop the charges anyway, but the charges have been dropped. And the lawyer is receiving all the credit for it. I don't know. It's amazing.
They were saying that the charges was dropped due to King Von death, and that they're actually blaming the crimes on King Von. That's what they were saying. But hey, who knows? You know how to get go.
That part. I think the attorney general, that lady that's in Atlanta, the one that's giving out all the indictments on the Atlanta artists,
right?
She's basically saying that she planned on indicting King Von prior to him passing away, but subsequently, because he passed away, she was no longer able to indict him, and that in turn, that basically got Lil Durk off them charges.
Right. Okay.
All right. So shout out to Lil Durk. He got 5 charges that were dropped. All right, officially.
Shouts out to that man. Free Durk, man. I guess he's free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that part, man. That part. Another thing too, we're gonna speak about. Let's speak about what's the name? It's a good one too. Let's talk about Nick Cannon.
Oh, you talking about hey, that man is his namesake, Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. All right, you guys don't know Nick Cannon. He's been popping off for real, for lack of a better term. He's been that's appropriate. The man's been popping off. You guys know Nick Cannon's having a bunch of kids out here. All right, a lot of kids as of lately. Like as if he's gonna pass away. Now you know he has some type of ailment, some type of disease that he has. I don't know if it's a lupus or something to that sort, to that effect. But that's what prompted Nick Cannon to have a lot of kids. And according to reports online, it shows that Nick Cannon currently has 12 kids, and he basically has 2 kids with a girl by the name of Allysa Scott, and the second child is on its way, or I don't know if they gave birth as of yet, right? So let's talk about just Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is like a young Bob Marley. Nick Cannon's a young Bob Marley. Nick Cannon's having a lot of kids, and what God said, be fruitful and prosper. Mind you, I don't have no kids, so at the end of the day, shout out to everybody with kids. All right, like I said, he's getting a lot of backlash.
He definitely living by the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could say, man. He's definitely living by the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing people pop in and out the building. You guys, make sure you guys are leaving comments in the comment section. As soon as you come in, leave your signature. Also, we need to get our likes up. So I need everybody to start hitting the like button. It don't cost nothing to hit that like button. Hit the like button as soon as you come in the building, all right? And leave a comment.
That's it, man. That's a little light, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it moving. You know,
that's all we asking for. So yeah, back to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon's having a lot of kids, man. He's on 12. He's on his 12th child right now. Shout out to Nick Cannon. And
right, that's 2
a lot of
Scott.
What happened?
That's 2 with Allysa Scott, the one he's with now.
Yeah,
right?
He has 2 with Miss Allysa Scott.
Allysa Scott. Okay.
Allysa Scott. So with that being said, now you guys know that Nick Cannon's worth a lot of guap.
Yeah. All
right. So if there's ever a question of can he afford the kids, without a doubt, there's not a doubt in my mind, can he afford to take care of those kids? All right. Now, some women, well, not just women, but men and women might be concerned about him having kids with more than one woman. Now, that's a big issue when you're talking about just society and traditionally. They're saying that you should have kids with the same woman. But I'm wondering, does that apply to somebody that's worth so much money? And how many kids can you actually have with one woman in that case? So is it appropriate? Is it appropriate that he's having kids with all these women, or is it not appropriate? You guys, make sure you guys, as soon as you touch down the building, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know you in the building. Also, I need everybody to hit those like buttons. It don't cost nothing to hit that like button. Please don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching, all right? Don't be a pocket watcher. That's a peeping time. And also don't be no, well, that's a hater. Don't be no peeping time. We all know what they do with peeping times. All right. Hit that like button. And also let's leave a comment in the comment section. Leave your fingerprint. Let me know you're in the building. All right. And like I said, Nick Cannon, back on Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon's on his 12th child.
Yeah.
He's worth a lot of guap, man. He can afford to have all those kids.
Young Bob, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Young Bob Marley. I respect him though. You know why? Because you look at it like this. He has 12 kids and all of them are taken care of. It ain't like he's
well taken care of.
Yeah, he's not a 12 kid deadbeat dad.
That part.
So I respect him on that part. He's taking
that part.
So it ain't none of his baby mamas out here saying, "Oh, he don't take care of his kids." So that's do your thing, brother. Have fun, enjoy life. Make another generation of cannons. You know what I'm saying? Do you? That's what
I agree. Now I told you we spoke about the Bible. You know Paul Bizzle, you know he's heavy into the Bible. So Paul Bizzle said, according to the Xander Van, oh, what's going on? Oh, in the building. Mm-hmm. I see. Oh, I got you. I'm gonna post you up right now. I'm just read off this comment by Paul Bizzle. He said, according to the Xander Van Bible Dictionary, a family unit consists of multiple wives, husband, and children. All right. So that is the consensus when you're talking about people that are traditional with the Bible, and he's being consistent with the Bible by having kids. All right. Though he has multiple wives, he can afford them. The man is almost worth at least $250 million. At least $250 million, close to $250 million. I know the man's worth a lot of money. That part. Nick Cannon's worth a lot of money. So let's not get that misconstrued. Yeah. All right. So this not like Lo said, like Planet said, right? He's not a deadbeat father. He has kids with the world-renowned Mariah Carey. He got some twins with Mariah Carey. And you've never heard anybody speak bad about Nick Cannon, about him being absent in those kids' lives.
Not at all.
All right. Guys, I see you in the building. Make sure you guys are leaving your signature in the building. All right. Shout out to my dog. Oh, greetings, family. That's my bedroom right there. Greetings, family. For sure, though. Right? Oh, that part. That's my dog right there. So, boom. Like I said, Nick Cannon's doing his job, right? He's just being fruitful and he's prospering. He got seeds stampeding the planet. All right. So, shout out to Nick Cannon.
Be fruitful and multiply.
That part. And the funny thing is, you know, when you're speaking about Nick Cannon, it's kind of a segue for Kanye. We're going to talk about Kanye, y'all, but we're not going to get into Kanye just yet. Let's just let a couple more people get in the building. We got 4 people in the building. Make sure you guys are leaving a comment in the comment section. I need you guys to hit your like buttons, all right? Make sure to hit the like button, all right? It doesn't cost nothing to hit the like button. Like I say, thank you. We got 1 in the building. Thank you for operating. Thank you for cooperating, all right? Thank you, guys. We need more likes, all right? We got more people in the building. We need more likes, all right? Planet, you see, you got everybody screaming G5, all right? So now everybody's screaming G5. So everybody's getting acclimated to this free G5 thing till it's backwards to G5 free. You heard? All right. So like I was saying, remember Nick Cannon almost got canceled too, just like your boy Kanye. We got 5 in the building. Make sure you guys are hitting that. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. All right. As soon as you come in the building, I need everybody to hit the comment section. Leave your fingerprint. Let me know that you guys are here. Also, I need you guys to be sharing this. All right. Share this with people. Tag other people. We're a community. All right. This L.O.T.S approved community. All right. This is the mafia community. You guys are part of the mafia. We got 7 people in the building. I need you guys to share this broadcast, share this stream. Let's get everybody involved so everybody can enjoy this content. All right. We all here together. Make sure you guys are leaving a comment in the comment section. It's called your fingerprint. Leave your fingerprint in the comment section. Let me know. We're going to reset the building. All right. This is L.O.T.S approved media mafia. Don't shoot the messenger podcast. Bow. All right. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved, L.O.T.S approved. And this is my partner in crime. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
I go by the name of Planet. Planet, goddamn, you already know. Planet FOD, free G5. You already know. Man, free everybody who need to be free, man. You already know what time it is, man. Get down how you supposed to be. You already know what time it is.
That part, be smart. Study long, study wrong. Free G5 to his backwards to G5 free. You heard? All right. So like I said, man, speaking on Nick Cannon, you know, Nick Cannon almost got canceled just like Kanye. So it's funny, we're gonna speak about Kanye, but a lot of these things that we're speaking about has correlation, all right? They're in correlation with each other. So yeah, we spoke about Nick Cannon. Now the whole Brittney Griner. Now you guys know Brittney Griner, the WNBA star, Women's Basketball League star. She got caught up in Russia, if you don't know, for those that have been under a rock, but sometimes I be under a rock with certain things too. So this is not pointing no finger at nobody, nor ridiculing nobody, right? But let me just bring you guys up to date with it, right? Brittney Griner, she got arrested in Russia. I think she had a vape pen, right? She went to court. She got detained in Russia, in which she's currently incarcerated right now in Russia. She received 9 years, a 9-year sentence. Now she went for an appeal, all right, and her appeal basically got denied. So she's expected to do the whole 9 years. We got 6 people in the building. I need you guys to hit that like button. Please hit the like button. It don't cost nothing to hit the like button. Hit that like button. Let's get the algorithms going. YouTube, Facebook, they want that like button. That like button makes them, that's what makes them basically they give the content to their audience, right? So we want YouTube to share this content. So the more you guys hit that like button, the more YouTube and Facebook is going to share this content with their viewers, all right? And like I said, Brittney Griner, she just got her pills shut down. Brittney Griner got detained in Russia, arrested for a vape pen. Now, you know, this is like, for y'all don't know, this is like, how you say, this is just basically, she's a prisoner of war at this point. They're just using it as a pawn.
Perfect terminology. Perfect terminology.
Right? They're using Brittney Griner as a pawn, right? Because obviously I heard Nori from Drink Champ. Shout out to Noriega, CNN. That part. And I heard Nori say that he smoked a lot of weed in Russia. I've heard a lot of people say they smoke weed in Russia. So apparently smoking weed in Russia is not a problem. Now I'm wondering, is it obvious? Well, obviously it's that, but I don't even have to speculate on that. But the problem was she brought the vape pen into Russia. So that's not homegrown Russian weed, nor was it a homegrown Russian product, right? Yeah. So I guess Russia's basically trying to say that, oh, you brought it in, you smuggled in a vape pen, right? If that was even a thing, to smuggle in a vape pen, right? But the funny thing is, I've heard a lot of people say they were smoking weed in Russia already. So I'm like, it's not like they're condemning you for smoking weed in Russia. So that's how you know this. She's a prisoner of war. They're just using, like you said, like your term, they're using her for a pawn. They're using her as a pawn. Yeah,
it's a prisoner of war at the same time. But, you know, and if you want to be technical, laws is laws when you want to do it like that. Smuggling is smuggling. And I'm not trying to be on the, you know what I'm saying, the minor or the high end of it. It's smuggling. It's international. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a superstar or whether you that little dude who gets caught with that whole brick, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that same punishment, basically.
That's crazy though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy. That's buffoonery. That's preposterous. That's preposterous.
That's how they're making it seem. But hey, yes, very, very preposterous, brother.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. Shout out to Brittney Griner. People were saying if that was LeBron James, they would have been trying to. What happened now?
Free BG, man. Free Brittney Griner, man.
Oh man, free B Jizzle, Brittney Griner,
man.
Free B Jizzle,
free baby gangster, man. The real
baby gangster.
You know what I'm saying? Out of Louisiana, man, New Orleans, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is one thing I want to ask the people. Like, this is a question that was presented, and I thought about it too. You know, they said if this was LeBron James, America would have did more to get him out of jail, to get him out of Russia, to come to his aid.
They would have tried to do more, of course, because it's LeBron James. But at the end of the day, he's a bigger. That's not a pawn. That's damn near Keem. That's Keem.
Now, see that part. Now, somebody did mention that.
Or more. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna use him to your advantage now. Now you basically gonna get what you want out of the country now. You understand what I'm saying?
And keep in mind, they wanted to trade. Well, just to finish off with the LeBron James, somebody brought it to my attention like, yo, LeBron James is worth way more to our economy, so they would definitely go get LeBron, and I kind of agreed with that.
Actual Russian spy, actual killer that done took life for Brittney Griner in exchange for this.
Selling Russian arms. We was selling weapons, and they want to exchange this weapon peddler. They want to exchange this what the anarchy? What was that movie about? The man that was selling American firearms and stuff like that. Weapons. It was something like that. Some anarchy, something like that. But don't quote me on that. But it's similar to that.
Us. Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger, please. Bow. Please don't shoot the messenger.
Please.
All right. Definitely, you guys, make sure you guys are leaving comments in the comment section. I'm seeing people in the building. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. We need you guys to hit the like button. It don't cost nothing to hit the like. Don't be a ninja watcher. We got to get our likes up, all right? And you guys should be sharing this stream. Please share the stream with the rest of your peoples on your page. Okay? And like I said, Dagman shared this video, shared your video. I see who's sharing the video. So I see Dagman. Shout out to Dagman in the building. Dagman, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm looking at my phone and I can see who shared it, right? But I don't see Dagman in the comment section. You guys, leave your fingerprint in the comment section. If you guys got something you want me to promote, you guys got businesses, let me know your businesses. Dagman, I don't know if you DJing still, whatever you got going on, brother, let me know so I can promote it and share it with the people.
The hustle ain't stop, man.
The hustle don't stop here. All right, one hand wash the other. Now you guys, like I was saying, yeah, they want to trade. They want to trade her for that arms dealer, and we don't. Last time I remember, the policy was we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Oh,
in America, we don't negotiate with terrorists. All right.
Smooth line.
For some reason, they don't want. For some reason, they don't want to. They're not putting a big emphasis on Brittney Griner. I've never seen this before. In actuality, it's kind of like she's forgotten.
Oh.
It's kind of like she's forgotten, to be honest with you. I've never seen somebody who didn't get that much attention. Now, she is getting attention, mind you, because this is the internet age. So she's getting attention, but I'm not seeing nothing as the government. They're not prompted. That's not making them compelled to go get her, because I don't see nothing in the government where they're speaking so much about it. It's more about the local bloggers, the regular bloggers are blogging about it.
Brother, you did point that in a perspective to me. I didn't know her situation, it was basically almost as gone as quick as monkeypox.
Boy, you tripping. You want to talk about that monkeypox, huh? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, boy. My mum's the word on that monkeypox and COVID and all that. I don't want to talk about none of that stuff. You hear me? But I feel you, my brother. I feel you, my brother.
Advertisement perspective of it.
Nah, true. Facts though. It went as quick as the monkeypox. And for some reason, monkeypox is not as relevant down here, too. I see it was more in New York and stuff like that, but I'm not seeing so much in in Miami.
That's for another subject.
Yeah, we'll speak about that another day. Yeah, so that's so like I was telling you, Brittney Griner, she's doing 9 years. Her appeal just got shut down by the Russian judicial system, if you want to call it judicial. I don't know what term they use over there. Right, but their courts, they shut down her appeal, right? Once again, if you guys don't know, we're gonna reset the building right now. If you guys don't know, you guys are listening to L.O.T.S approved Media Mafia, and this is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Please don't shoot the messenger. We just brought the message to you, all right? Also, I want to give a shout out. I want my partner in crime, my twin, my ace. I want him to introduce himself.
I goes by the name of Planet, goddammit, Planet FOD, free G5, free everybody that needs to be free. Whoever locked down that, come home, man. Y'all soon be home. Let's get
real. Free everybody, dog. Free everybody. A lot of our homies done came home. I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably like 90% of my dogs done came home. 90% of my comrades done came home. We got about 10% left. Some of them are doing life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie Benelli, George Benelli. Some people are doing more years. So. But it's free until you come home, brother. Yeah, you know what I mean? And G5 will be home soon.
Yes, sir.
All right. Like I was saying, let's talk about this. Another thing, man. Let's talk about this Jeezy album. All right. They saying Snowman back. The album's called Snowfall. Now, I haven't had a chance to really listen to the album. I think I've only heard the single. Have you had a chance to listen to the album?
I actually haven't heard it. I think they've been trying to keep it under wraps and trying to just drop it like as quick as
Yeah,
possible.
there don't be no promotion behind these stuff no more. People just dropping albums like Beyonce. Beyonce started that, yo.
Yeah, because you know the anticipation, the hype, and the hype just falls out. They don't wait for that no more. You know what I'm saying? If it's they just rather drop it and see what happens now. So
Yeah, definitely.
I know it's probably gonna be released within a couple of days, the top a week.
People gotta give credit to Beyonce, dog. Beyonce did a whole different promotional campaign the way she just dropped that album like that. And mind you, not everybody is so influential on the world like Beyonce, but she is the one who started this marketing scheme of just dropping albums. After she did it, people just started dropping albums without no promotion. So shout out to B.
That's mega woman.
Shout out to B.
Yeah, mega woman confidence right there, man. She's like, I'm gonna drop it regardless. If they love it, they love it. They don't, they don't. I'm gonna drop another one. I guarantee they gonna love it.
Yeah, but people saying Snowman back. They say it sounds like Snowman Motivation 101. They're saying that's BMF Snowman. They're saying that's BMF Jeezy.
That's a lot of shoes to fill right there, brother. That's a lot of shoes to fill talking about that product. I know it's a lot of great new producers and everything out here right now, but that Motivation 101, that product right there, that's inspirational. That's an inspirational album right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the album that him and Gucci Mane was basically getting into it on, and that's where the career was. That's what started Gucci Mane's career right there. You know what
What's that? What's that?
That Motivation 101 album when he had to go.
Nah. Gucci Mane started before that. Gucci Mane dropped with So Icy. That's what started Gucci Mane's career.
But I'm talking about
Gucci Mane started Jeezy's. Like, well, I ain't gonna say that he started Jeezy's career, but that's the most recognized record between both of them, right? But Jeezy, I've been hearing Jeezy doing records, but people didn't really recognize Jeezy like that. He wasn't international until they dropped So Icy.
Put Jeezy over the top. If Gucci did not pay to produce that record, Jeezy wouldn't be where he's at today. That's how I feel personally.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to disagree. To disagree.
Yeah, we could disagree, but like I said, there's that moment where I feel if Jeezy wasn't there, Gucci wouldn't be there. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I said, both of them fed off of each other.
To be honest with you, how I feel like both of them is hustlers because it shows in them. Jeezy been getting paper, so you can't really put no. And see, that's a big thing. To be honest with you, that's a serious subject you're talking about. Yeah. A lot of people contribute people's success to like maybe one pivotal point in their career. But at the same time, that talent been there. Jeezy developed his talent.
Both of them.
Jeezy been running with BMF.
Talent. Jeezy is at the point in time, Jeezy was a way better rapper than Gucci, but Gucci was a 10 times more hustler than Jeezy at the time because he did produce his own album, he produced his own product, he produced his own, he paid for his own studio time with the So Ice. He did everything by himself. He didn't have no backing of no BMF or no label. He was an independent product. You know.
Yes. Wait 1 second. Hold that thought. Planet, hold that thought. Because we got somebody in the building, all right? We got your boy EO. Shout out to EO, man. That's my man's right there. Listen, Jeezy was bubbling in the streets before Gucci was. Fact though. Facts though. You know EO in the building. EO gonna tell you. That's a historian, hip-hop historian. Facts though. Because I've been hearing Jeezy. Jeezy. Got him like the Matrix, all that shit. That shit was before Gucci.
That was Lil J. That wasn't even Jeezy y'all talking
about. No, that was when he was Jeezy. Nah, when he was Little J, he was sounding like Master P. Nah, when he was Jeezy from like outskirts of Georgia, that's before he was considered Atlanta Jeezy. He's from not from Macon, Georgia, but he's from one of them spots outside of Atlanta. All right, and Jeezy used to go by something. What's he called? What you call him again? Lil J. He used to go by Little J, and that's when he sounded like Master P. He didn't even have the same voice projection at that time. That part.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys, make sure you guys are leaving your signature in the comment section. Shout out to my boy EO. EO in the building. You guys know EO is a historian, all right? I love to see this cat in the building. You guys, make sure you guys are leaving a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're in the building. Leave your fingerprint. Also, I need everybody to share. Everybody needs to share this with the rest of your friends on Facebook. Share it with the rest of your people on YouTube, right? We on Facebook, we on YouTube, and we also on Twitter. We streaming live on 3 different platforms. I need you guys to make sure you guys are hitting that like button when you come in the building. Make sure you guys leave a comment to let me know you in the building, all right? Also, I need you guys to share this with the rest of your friends. Share it and let everybody get acclimated. Let's make everybody a part of this event. Let's make it eventful, all right? And yeah, definitely bow. Young Don in the building. Shout out to Young Don. That's my dog. That's my nephew right there. That's my little bro right there. That's my partner right there. Young Don tapping in. Shout out to Young Don. For real. Young Don, RTM. Shout out to RTM. Realer than most, all right? Shout out to Murph. Shout out to the whole camp. All right. Who else? What's your man's name? Yo, what's your man's name right there? Mikey brother. What he go by the name of? What Mikey brother go? Let me know, Don. Tell me Mikey brother name. Let me know Mikey brother's name. What's the man's name? I forget his name. I forgot his rap name. Cheaty, younger brother rap name. I forget his name, bro. Young Don, tap in. Let me know your man's name, all right? Like I said, man, listen, bro. Everybody in the building, I'm loving this. Yes, Swayze 2 times. Shout out to Swayze. And forgive me, because I shouldn't have forgot that. Forgive me, Swayze. I shout out to Swayze. Hey, listen, I need you guys to check out Swayze music. Check out Young Don's music on YouTube, all right? These guys have some fire. And remember, I tell you, dog, I'm not going to say I don't promote people that have lesser quality, because at the end of the day, it's about motivation, right? But listen, when I tell you, these 2 cats are L.O.T.S approved. You see Young Don? L.O.T.S approved, unanimous. You see Swayze? L.O.T.S approved, unanimously, all right? So just know, when you guys go on YouTube, check out Young Don's music and also check out Swayze 2 times music, all right? Cat's got some videos, some 5 videos on the net, and you know what I mean? And just get acclimated, all right? I'm tell you right now, anybody that I stamped, remember I stamped Ross before everybody even knew about Ross like that, before Ross went international. I stamped Gunplay before Gunplay went international, all right? And I'm stamping Webb. Shout out to Webbs, you know what I mean? Webb still hasn't had his daylight yet. He hasn't seen his just due yet. But trust me, Webbs is like that. That's talent. As well as you guys know, Planet, my partner right here, Planet is fire. Planet got real talent. All right. And you guys need to make sure to tell Planet to drop his music. That's what we campaigning. We want Planet to drop his music. So that's 3 people I need you guys to check for. Check for Young Don music, check for Swayze 2 times music, and check for my dog Planet's music. Planet will be dropping on YouTube soon. All right. He got a catalog that he hasn't even dropped yet. But I don't even want to talk about that yet. I'll let him tell you about it. All right. But like I'm telling you like this, they saying that Snowman back. They say Snowman back, and it's called Snowfall. They say he sounds like BMF Jeezy. All right. And I've been hearing the music. I heard the single. The single was fire now. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
It's a lot. But I'm just saying that's a lot to live up to when you talking about Snowman is back, man. Hey, man, and it's Snowfall. Come on, man. That's gonna be a lot of hype to live up to with this product, man. That's all I can say. I hope it ain't the snow's fall. You understand what I'm saying? And I hope it's what it brings.
Well, you know, people can be critics.
The appeal and everything that it sounds like it's supposed to bring. Sound like it's supposed to bring a great product, and I hope the Snowman actually doesn't fall with this.
There's some nostalgia with that. Cause let me tell you something. People are saying that Snowman is bringing that feeling back. All right, and I've heard some people. I seen one person said, "Oh, nah, people talking about Jeezy back. Nah, that's just Jeezy in the stew." And let me tell you something, bro. Opinions is like assholes. Everybody got one, and because of this Kanye, we're going to talk about Kanye, y'all. We're going to get to that. We just need more people to get in the building. I see everybody in the building. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Everybody's not hitting the like. I need everybody to hit that like button, all right? So we can get this out to YouTube so YouTube can recommend this video. I need also for Facebook to recommend this. We got to get our likes up. If you guys are in the building, don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. There we go. We got more likes. I need everybody to hit that like. Hit that like. Wow, we got more likes. Everybody hit that like button. Please hit the like button. All right. And like I was saying, Snowman, I heard one person say that Snowman, he's just in the stew. Now I've learned through this Kanye situation, opinions is like assholes. Everybody has one. And what comes out your asshole? Some bull crap, right? I've noticed the power of people's opinion, but we got to exercise our amendment rights, right? It's freedom of speech. So I want everybody to give their opinion. And also, like I told you on this show, this is an unbiased show. You guys do not have to agree with what we say. If you guys feel otherwise, leave it in the comment section. You're not going to get ridiculed. This is an unbiased show. Everybody's opinion counts, all right? And we're not going to have nobody disrespecting nobody about their opinion. So if you guys feel like Snowman album is not like that, let me know. But from what I've been hearing, when I'm doing the consensus and I'm looking at the ratio, more people are saying that Snowman sounds like the old BMF Jeezy. All right, it sounded like Jeezy sounding like that. And when I heard that one record that he got, and who he got on the single, he has 42 Dub on the single. He got 42 Dub, and you know 42 Dub, and you know he already connected with Detroit. Jeezy always been rocking with Detroit, and you know 42 Dub, he thorough. He thorough. He sound like a young Bootsy, if you ask me. All right. Yeah, they saying Snowman back, bro.
Yeah, man. But like I say, man, at the end of the day, when it was the Gucci Man, Jeezy era, I was the Gucci Man side of things, man. You understand what I'm saying? But I still love Jeezy product because that man know how to put together a record at the end of the day. I love Gucci for his authenticness, for being a real trapper. I felt he was a real trapper. I seen the trap. I seen the cases getting put up against him. You understand? So I felt that authenticity from that side of Gucci Man. So that lured me to Gucci Man. But as far as putting together great music, Jeezy has a pen game. He has a great pen.
So I agree.
That's all I can say on that note. You know
I agree. And Young Don said drama brought Jeezy energy back. Oh, and you see, I love that you mentioned that, Young Don. I love that you mentioned that. Let me tell you something. Jeezy hasn't done a project with drama in a little bit. All right. So this is what happens when on the road to success, people always say, do what you did to be successful. Continue with the same recipe. A lot of times when people become successful, they change their recipe, right? And this is a prime example of keep the same components that got you successful and keep them in evolution, keep them in orbit, right? Keep them in orbit. He got back with drama. And you see how like that correlates. You see the correlation with that, with Jeezy and drama, and what happens when Jeezy and drama come together?
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. You feel me? What I'm trying to say, basically, Gucci Man need to get back with Zaytoven.
Nah, but it's not. See, that might not apply to. Well, let me tell you something. If you want to bring back that same sound, but Gucci Man, to be honest with you can't really compare Gucci Man to Jeezy. You can't compare Jeezy to Gucci Man because Gucci Man's on fire. Gucci Man says, let me say something. Let me cook right quick. Let me tell you something. And I want to give props to Gucci Man right now. Keep in mind, ever since Gucci Man came out of jail, Gucci Man has been on fire. Listen, Gucci Man is doing 1 million views in a day. No problem keeping up with the younger generation, the rookies that are doing crazy numbers. Gucci Man doing them same numbers, bro. Gucci Man, the man, he's working out now. He's on his L.O.T.S approved fitness ish. He's working out. Gucci Man got the wife, Keisha Kaur. All right. He's married now, so you know he's more stable. You know, when you have a wife, when you have a queen, as a man, as a king, you become more stable. And a lot of people respect you more when you have a queen. When you enter certain rooms and you come in with your queen by your side, you get respected more in society, especially in the realm of business, right? Gucci Man's been on fire. Gucci Man has been on fire. And let me tell you something. Lyrically, Gucci Man has improved. He's improved and he's getting better and better. To be honest with you, I've never seen somebody come back from jail and perform like Gucci Man's been performing. I've never seen that before. And he's not getting his credit. Gucci Man not getting his credit, bro. He's always getting credit for the artists that he ushered into the industry. We all know that Gucci Man's responsible for Migos. He's responsible for Thugger, for Young Thug. He's responsible for Pee Wee Longway.
Pooh Shiesty.
Shiesty. Oh, shout out to Fugiano.
Yeah.
Fugiano? Shout out to Fugiano.
Yeah, Fugiano. Yeah,
Free Fugiano. Free Pooh Shiesty.
Free Pooh Shiesty.
All right. Oh, look what EO said. I'm gonna be real with you. Bow. I love that my boy E. You see E? E is a hip hop historian. That's why I love that E's on here. You guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm seeing people in the building. I need you guys to hit that like button. As soon as you come in, hit that like button. Leave a comment in the comment section. I need everybody to share this live stream. We need to get everybody involved. As a community, I need you guys all. Listen, if you guys are in the building, just know, if you didn't know, you're part of the L.O.T.S approved media mafia. Mafia. You guys are part of the mafia. I need you guys to share this and let them know the mafia is in the building. All right? Now, look what the man E said. E said, Nicki, Gucci responsible for Nicki. Fact though. Let me tell you something. Nicki Minaj was dope when she was on the mixtapes. Yep, that part. I'm not even gonna say that yet, but you're right. Now let me put that up there too. All right. Wait 1 second. Oh yeah, Walker. He said Walker and OJ the Juice Man. All right. So he's responsible, and that's funny you brought up those three people. All right. This is before he did the new 1017. He's responsible for Walker, OJ the Juice Man, and also Nicki Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj came from the DVD era. She was signed to Fendi, right? And Nicki Minaj went down south. That's when she was getting managed by Deb Atney. That's Waka Flocka's mama. So she was Waka Flocka's mother was managing Nicki Minaj, and Nicki was rocking with Gucci. Now, though Gucci didn't sign her, he definitely gave her that cosign, that stamp. Let me say something about Gucci. Gucci don't have to sign you, bro. All Gucci got to do is give you that stamp. Gucci give people that certification. That's like the L.O.T.S approved stamp, all right? That stamp is serious. Once I say that you're official, it's official. Why? Because guess what? I don't stand behind bullshit product. Me, L.O.T.S approved, you see anything that I put L.O.T.S approved on, it's official. Trust me. I don't deal with artificial. I don't deal with nothing that doesn't have integrity. Everything that I stand behind, I have to stand behind it full-heartedly. All right. And that's the same thing with Gucci Mane. Everybody that Gucci Mane gave that stamp to is successful. Everybody. Waka Flocka successful. Nicki Minaj successful. Pee Wee Longway successful. The Migos are successful. Young Thug is successful. Pooh Shiesty successful. Fujiano's on his way, successful. You get me? Yes. Everybody that Gucci Mane stamped, that Gucci Mane has stamped, the Migos, successful. That's self-explanatory. All right. Successful is an understatement for the Migos.
Beethoven, successful.
Zaytoven, successful.
You know what
all right. Oh, and that's funny that you said that. That's dope that you said that, because even the producers that was behind Gucci Mane is successful. Yeah. All right. So you got to know Gucci Mane word is good. And in comparison to Gucci and Jeezy, I was speaking about that with somebody today. See how you brought up Jeezy? You can't really compare Jeezy to Gucci Mane. The only comparison you put Jeezy and Gucci Mane is when they actually did that track together. Other than that, they're both from Georgia, but you can't compare what they bring to the game. Because let me tell you, oh, yes, Young Don, you right, homie. Somebody else who got litty. Somebody else who got litty. French Montana got litty off of Gucci Mane. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
And all right? I'm not, this is not my personal opinion, but don't shoot the messenger.
That part.
Right? They said, when I was giving my comparison, like, yo, I think Gucci's the boss and this and that. Gucci, I love the way Gucci flex, even though, you know what I'm saying? Even though Jeezy was with a bigger product and a bigger push at the time. But Jeezy was a puppet. You understand what I'm saying? That's how the characters made it seem. He said Jeezy was a puppet and Gucci Mane was still an independent trying to figure out how to do it for himself.
Now, why you say Gucci Jeezy was a puppet?
But they were saying the money that Gucci struggled to get, Jeezy still ain't make that money yet.
Nah, let me tell you something. I have to beg to differ for real, honestly. Let me tell you something. Jeezy's a hustler. Jeezy is a hustler. Jeezy, let me tell you something. Jeezy was driving.
Agree with the character. That's why I said my opinion. You understand?
No. You know, that's our respect. That's why you're my co-host, bro. You got your opinion, but I gotta show some contrast and opinion here, all right? And I'm gonna tell you like this. Jeezy was pulling up to the radio stations in Ferraris and stuff, right? Jeezy had more paper than Gucci. Let's make that clear. In the beginning, he had more paper, more recognition, more backative than Gucci. All right. Jeezy was put up to the radio station in Ferraris. It's to the point where they didn't even want to put Jeezy on because they're like, damn, you got it already.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even want to sign Gucci and give him the contract type of contracts that he wanted. They didn't even want to give him that assistance because they felt like Jeezy was already on because he was pulling up in Ferraris and all type of stuff. All right. So when you talking about Jeezy he had paper. He been had paper. Now, I remember Jeezy, he got endorsement deals. Jeezy album sold. Now I know people don't recoup off of albums like that, but remember, Jeezy had like 3 deals when he first started.
Okay.
Jeezy was signed to Jazzy Faye, signed to Puff, and he did that deal with Block ENT for Boys in the Hood. So remember, Jeezy was squapped up.
That's the perfect example of what I was saying. You said this man was pulling up to radio shows and Lamborghinis and Ferraris, Bentleys, and all that, right?
Yeah.
And the person I was speaking to, he basically said none of those belong to him.
Nah, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. But one thing I'm gonna say this. Even BMF and them said that Jeezy had his own money.
Cars. It was the bosses, those cars. Of course, we're a team player. Of course, it's all for one for all. That's how I'll look at it. You know what I'm saying? But they try to make it seem like, oh, that cat was there just to watch their money. That's how he made it seem. But I like, nah, Jeezy actually does have a talent, bro. If that was
but you got to keep in mind, Planet. You got to keep in mind, Jeezy never got in cahoots with BMF, bro.
I know.
Jeezy never signed with BMF. He never put on no BMF artists. That's a discrepancy. That's why BMF got an issue with him now. Wow. Because he was kind of adjacent to BMF, but he never got directly involved.
I didn't peep that.
He never directly involved his career with BMF other than screaming out BMF.
I didn't peep
That's why he didn't put on Blue Da Vinci. Why you think Blue Da Vinci never took off like you would think he would have took off?
Take him under his wing and be like, yo.
He never put Blue under his wing. Never. Mm-hmm. And that's the issue that they have. All those BMF members, they don't rock with Snowman. All the original BMF members do not rock with Jeezy. Keep that in mind. Jeezy, I don't know if he had intuition, if he just saw in the future, he had premonitions, I don't know what. But for some reason, he knew not to tie himself in with that to the extreme. Mm-hmm. Right? So for some reason, he was adjacent to them, but he never got directly involved with them.
Right. Yeah.
He was getting his own money. Mm-hmm. Jeezy remember, Jeezy's from them small country towns in Georgia. You know already. You know, Planet.
I already know what's happening.
You know how that paper be.
You already know.
You know how that paper be. You know.
It's good. It's good out there. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, when Buddy is trying to make it seem like that, I was like, nah, man, Jeezy is actually talented, bro. Don't take away from this man characteristics. He's talented, man. He's actually talented. Stop making it seem like he was just, you know what I'm saying? The kid is definitely talented, man. The brother is actually talented. The man tried to take away from his talent by saying, oh, yeah, man, he was just cleaning up dope money for BMF. That's what BMF is right now. And if that was the case, he would have, just like you said, he would have went down with their ass.
But definitely, that was the consensus on the outside looking in. Everybody was assuming that. Everybody was assuming that Jeezy was there to clean up BMF money. Mm-hmm. That was the assumption. And if that was the case, he would have been on the Fed's radar because you know he's in pictures with the with you know when them feds when they in the club. I done been in the club and we know how Fed look. We know how police look. All right, and I done been in the club with feds looking around. Whoop-de-woo. So with that being said, you know Snowman's in pictures with Meech and them. And Snowman ain't telling, he ain't snitch. So why they never came for Snowman? Obviously, he never put himself in cahoots like that.
And to put himself in cahoots so it's up the studio. That's it. That's the only thing he was in cahoots with was the studio.
And I don't even know if he was in the studio because to be honest with you, he don't have no music with no BMF artists.
No.
So what studio?
Cahoots he had. Remember, he was BMF's product.
No, he wasn't. He never signed to BMF. That's a big misconception.
BMF got him to Def Jam, right?
No. I don't think so. I do not think so. Because Big Meech would have expressed that. Let me tell you something. If Big Meech was the one who brought Jeezy to the table, you don't think that would have been leaked out to the streets? knowing that this man never did nothing for BMF artists. Hell no. They would have been pulled this coattail about that. Like, bro, imagine I brought you to the table of Def Jam.
So, of course, how you think Def Jam got attention to Jeezy?
No, the BMF light was so big. The BMF light was so big. Yes.
Oh.
What you trying to say? Jeezy benefited off the ambiance, if you want to say. He benefited off the light that was coming off of BMF.
He needed to be. That's what half of these cats do. Even if you got a dog with a vert down here, you be like, yo, I need to borrow your vert for my music video.
Facts.
It ain't your vert. You
Facts.
Go that vert, and they be like, boy, you see that boy in that vert? That boy,
yeah.
That vert.
Oh no, he definitely benefited off of BMF celebrity. He definitely. Nah, Jeezy, that I agree with you 1,000,000%. He definitely made a name off of BMF. But for some reason, business-wise, he never was in cahoots with BMF.
Nah, he wasn't.
That's strange.
Yeah.
It's strange. But yeah, I heard he dropped the album, and they saying that Jeezy album is like that right now, and the streets is happy.
Hey,
the streets is happy.
Can't wait to hear it, man.
My barber told me. My barber went to go get a haircut today, and my barber told me, like, he said, man, Jeezy back.
So hopefully by next podcast we'll have our 1 to 5 star rating. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, fact though. I'm gonna be listening to Jeezy this week.
Yeah, I'm
gonna definitely play some Jeezy. I haven't had a chance to listen to more than that single, but I'm definitely gonna listen to that Jeezy, to be honest with you.
We don't have to make it so much of 10 star rating. We could go 1 to 5 and say, well,
no, it's 5 star. We don't keep it at 5 star.
At 5. You know.
Oh, also I want to say shout out to Casanova. It shows rapper Casanova, Brooklyn rapper Casanova, Free Casanova. You know what I'm saying? What was his song? What song did Casanova have?
Well, don't shoot the messenger right now. Don't even lie.
What's going on? What's good? What it is, gang?
I ain't even gonna lie.
Rap. What's going on, brother? What's going on, chat? He's in the building. He's in the building, all right?
I don't got Siri on me. I ain't got none of that right now to look up Casanova hit single right now. So don't shoot the messenger, please, right now.
That part. Well, shout out to Casanova. Casanova, basically, that's a Brooklyn rapper. What was the name of his song? What was that song he had, dog? That single, that shoot song. I forgot what's the name of Casanova's song, man. That single he had. But Casanova got I think he was indicted with the Gorilla Stone, the Blood members in Brooklyn, and Casanova's he's shown behind bars celebrating his birthday behind bars. So he got his girlfriend. I forgot the girlfriend's name, Jada, something to that effect. He's shown they got his girlfriend got him on the phone, and his girl got a birthday cake there, and I guess she's saying happy birthday to him behind bars.
Love.
Now that's real. Let me tell you something, man.
That's
every
real.
Man, every thug, every street dude, every gangster. You ain't got to be a gangster to be in the street, but every street dude, all right, every street ninja. The one thing that you want is a loyal woman. And that's the epitome of loyal. Now, we all know women will do their thing, right? Because you can't tell a woman basically to keep her legs closed when you're doing over 5 to 10 years, right? Let alone 2 to 3 years. But we as men, we know when we behind them bars. I've been behind them bars before. I've done 90 days before. I ain't never did no year, what have you. I done been behind bars and have my girlfriend on the outside. You heard me? You know what I mean? By the grace of God, I never did more than 30 days. Altogether, I probably did 90 days. I did 30 days on 3 different, 90 days on 3 different occasions, all right? And one thing that we as men, we hoping that our women be loyal to us. And now if you're a realistic dude, if you're a realistic person, you know that your girl might be doing something on the streets. So at the least, we expecting them to pick up that phone, put some money on the books, and be there when we get out.
At least.
At the least.
At the least.
That's somebody realistic. Now, if you you don't want to be behind them walls worrying about who your girl's sleeping with, because that could make your time behind them bars 10 times as harder.
Oh, boy.
When you're worrying about who your woman is laying in bed with and you behind bars, right? Shout out to Mimi. Mimi in the building. Paris Diamond. Look at Mimi said, facts though. Mimi, shout out to Mimi. She said every king need that queen, that backbone, that's gonna hold them down no matter what. Facts though, Mimi. Facts though. You know what I mean? So we appreciate our women when we lock behind them bars that they keep it loyal. Like I said, I ain't worried about too much who you sleeping with, as long as I don't hear nothing in the background, as long as people not coming back in the streets telling me. And luckily, I ain't never did no years, because if I was doing more than 1 year, even if I hear something about my girl sleeping with a dude, I still wouldn't give a damn. You know what I mean? Because one thing I know, when you're doing that time, you don't worry about that stuff. Keep that out your mind when you're doing that time. Just worry about if she putting money on them books, if she's picking up that phone, and then she gonna be there when you get out. That's what you need to be concerned with. That part. So shout out to Casanova with the faithful queen on the side. All right. So boom. So let's reset the building while we're here. We got more people in the building. If you guys don't know, you guys are listening to the L.O.T.S approved Media Mafia Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Bow. All right. I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved, and I'm gonna let my partner introduce. This is my partner, my twin, my ace. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Planet. Goddamn it, Planet FOD, Free G5. You already know what time it is. Murder God is representing. This is how we go. Yeah, man. Don't shoot the messenger. We resetting it so y'all can reset it. Come talk to us, man. What's good?
What's good? We got everybody been. Shout out to Mimi. Shout out to Paris Diamond. Shout out to Young Don. Shout out to Sinor _ rap. Shout out to Paul Bizzle. Shout out to E.Yo. Shout out to O. Shout out to everybody that left their name, that left a fingerprint in the comment section. As soon as you guys come in the building, you guys please leave your name or leave a comment in the comment section. I call that your fingerprint. Leave your fingerprint. Let people know you're in the building. And if you guys are watching this broadcast, you guys need to be hitting that like button, and you guys need to be sharing this live stream. Share the live stream. Let's get everybody acclimated. If you're listening right now, if you've left a comment in the comment section, you are officially a part of the L.O.T.S approved Media Mafia. Mafia. Put your M's up. This is the Mafia right here. All right. All right. And make sure you guys get your notifications up, your Mafia-cation up. Get your Mafia-cation up. Get your notifications up. All right. Yeah. Now listen, we done spoke about Brittney Griner. All right. We done spoke about Nick Cannon having all them kids. Nick Cannon on his 12th. He about to have his 12th child with Allysa Scott. We spoke about Brittney Griner getting her pills shut down. Brittney Griner, you know, she's doing time for smuggling a vape pen in Russia. Yeah. All right. She just went for her pill, and the pill got shut down. So now it's like she's gonna have to complete her 9 years. All right. Luckily, she don't like men. Don't kill me. All right. Listen, man. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. Boom. All right. Oh, shout out to Baby Keem. All right. Baby Keem.
Oh,
Baby Keem. Baby Keem. That's the what's the Top Dog Entertainment? Top Dog Entertainment on the same label that what's the name? Where he was signed. That was the label that Kendrick Lamar was signed to. Schoolboy Q signed to. What's that man? Some Ab Soul, not Ab Soul, but
Abstract or something.
No, not Abstract. It's Ab something. He signed to that TDE. TDE.
Yeah.
I basically Baby Keem, he got a Lauryn Hill feature. Now that's crazy. You know Lauryn Hill, that's the queen. Bow to the queen. All right. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. I wish there were more women out there. You know, I love the Megan Thee Stallions. I love the Nicki Minaj's. I love the City Girls. Shout out to Home Team. Shout out to the MIAOs. Shout out to the Home Team. Dade County. Shout out to them. But I haven't seen nobody reminiscent of Lauryn Hill. Now I know that's some big shoes to fill, right? And that's an understatement when I'm saying that, because there's a lot of male rappers that cannot go as hard as Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is arguably better. Her music is better than 90% of male artists, to be honest with you. So she just did a feature. You know, when Lauryn Hill does a feature, you know, that's when the world got to pause on that. And I got to bring that to people's attention, all right? Lauryn Hill is that's that chick. That's that queen, all right? That's that woman. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. And like I said, Lauryn Hill just did a feature for Baby Keem. That's a TDE artist. And I'm surprised, man. Now, Baby Keem, he does have a record with Kendrick Lamar. And the record's fire. So he's lyrically, he's fire too. Shout out to the whole TDE camp, all right? And yeah, Lauryn Hill just did a feature for a TDE artist. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a big time Lauryn Hill supporter. All right. And even say fan. I listen to X Factor, I listen to Lauryn Hill music. All right. There's two women that I listen to as a man, and I don't feel like I'm less of a man for listening to. Lauryn Hill and Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Lauryn Hill, Mary J. Blige. Those are two women that I listen to as a man, and I don't feel like I'm compromising my masculinity for listening to those two.
You bet not.
All right. We had 11 people in the building. You guys, make sure you guys are leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button as soon as you guys come in the building. Leave your fingerprint. Let us know that you're in the building. All right. Yeah. And like I said, and also make sure everybody's sharing this live. Share this live with your friends, with your followers. All right. And let them know that we're part of the mafia and the mafia is here to stay. All right, you guys are listening to the most dangerous podcast. Trust me when I tell you that one of the fastest up and coming podcasts. Remember I told you we spoke this into existence. All right, this is affirmation at its best. All right, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast powered by L.O.T.S approved media. Mafia. That's what it is. All right. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. You heard? Shout out to everyone. And like I said, yeah, Lauryn Hill just did a feature, man. So you got Lauryn Hill doing features. You got Jeezy dropping albums. Snowman is back. They call it Snowfall. Shout out to Jeezy. All right. And there's some more stuff, man, we gotta speak on. We might as well soon we're gonna get into this Kanye West. All right. You guys know we're gonna speak about Kanye West. We've been speaking about Kanye West for the past few weeks, and it's obviously gonna continue because he's the most riveting, the most compelling, the most polarizing individual right now in the public eye. All right, Kanye West. He was the richest man, the richest black man. Go ahead.
Before you even get into Kanye, I just want to do a brief. You know, your boy bought Twitter last night.
Oh, yo. Wait, hold that thought. Let me finish that. So you already know we're gonna speak about Kanye, but go ahead and go.
Yeah, yo, homeboy.
Go into that, homie.
Yo, homeboy bought Twitter.
Oh, if you guys don't know what Planet's talking about, all right, I'm gonna let you know now. Elon Musk has officially bought Twitter.
Yes,
Elon Musk has officially bought Twitter.
It's going down.
I don't know if you guys know what that means. Let me explain that to you. All right, now, if you don't know social network, a lot of people get banned on social network. They call it shadow banning. Okay, and obviously, I think we all aware of that Donald Trump had got banned from Twitter. And I don't know if and I think Kanye also was banned on Twitter. And I think briefly, I thought that they banned, what's his name, Elon Musk, but apparently that was a marketing ploy because he bought the company. How can he be banned? And they kind of showed that he was banned the other day, which was a lie, okay? A deliberate lie. Elon Musk must have been behind that scheme. So if you guys don't know, Elon Musk has officially bought in Twitter. And you know his main objective, one of his main objectives, when he said he purchased that platform, when he purchased it, he plans to bring Trump back.
And decensor what he says, what's censored.
Okay? Decensor. So basically, right now, let me tell you something. Right now, freedom of speech in this country is at jeopardy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to be serious with y'all. Freedom of speech is at jeopardy. Now, I know there's been a lot of things that's been said in the public eye that's being said on these platforms that are divisive. They're separating us as a nation. I agree with you guys on that. But let's keep in mind, we need our freedom of speech. All right. We need, Slug Bang. Shout out to Slug Bang. Shout out to Slug Bang. Big up Slug Blazing. Big up Slug. Shout out to Slug. Shout out to Slug. Big up the Slug. All right. Like I said, this country's being divided. That they're saying that through hate speech and different things that's happening on social network. So our freedom of speech is at jeopardy. But you guys got to keep in mind, though people are saying certain things, you guys can't be so hasty to try to say to ban people. Because remember, in the process of you trying to ban somebody's freedom of speech, your freedom of speech is going to be banned in the same process. So just because somebody's saying something that might be divisive, that you might not appreciate it, you might find it detrimental to society, whatever you want to call it. These things, we have to practice our freedom of speech. It's kind of like the right to bear arms. Yeah, people are robbing. People will take a gun and go rob a store, right? You got different things, different cases where people are using semi-automatic weapons and shooting up masses of people, right? And rest in peace to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be real delicate with this subject. But keep in mind, if we ban all firearms from this country, how are you going to protect yourself? How are you as an individual going to protect yourself and protect your family? How? It's the firearms that allow us to protect our family and our loved ones. All right. And if we just ban all firearms, that's when we're going to lose our American right to protect ourselves. Remember what this country is founded on. That's the American way, homie.
The American way.
The right to bear arms, the right to defend yourself, the right to defend your freedom. That's the American way. So we got to be careful when we're trying to change laws and create these laws that are going to affect us also as citizens of this country. All right. So when you guys are like saying, oh, take him off, shadow ban him and whoop-de-whoop, keep in mind, your freedom of speech is at jeopardy too. What you think it only works one way? It works both ways. It works both ways. So like I told you guys before, freedom of speech is at jeopardy. So like Planet said, Elon Musk has purchased Twitter officially. And guess what he did? Let me break this down, man. Hold on, man. I gotta go into my notes right quick. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot to talk about and certain things I had to write down. I'm gonna be honest with you because I don't want to miss a point, right? But there's something about Elon Musk. All right, boom. Well, let me say this. Oh, well, this was last week when I mentioned. Oh, Elon Musk fired like three. Elon Musk fired the CFO of Twitter immediately. As soon as he bought Twitter, Elon Musk, he fired the CFO. That's the chief financial officer. He also fired the CEO. And he fired another person. I forget the name of this person, but these are three of the top ranking individuals in this company. He fired all three of them. And he also said last week in last week's podcast, he planned on firing like 75% of the employees of Twitter. All right. Now, mind you, that's what all corporate does. When you have a new boss, when you have a new manager, what does a manager do when he comes into a company? He fires all the staff members. Well, not necessarily all the staff members, but the ones that are in control. He fires them, and then he brings in his own crew. All right. And that's what Elon Musk is doing. He said he's gonna fire 75% of, he planned on firing 75% of the employees, staffers. All right. And he definitely kept his word. Like I told you, he fired the CFO and the CEO of the company. Right. All right. And I didn't even know CEOs could be fired necessarily, but I think I kind of did know, but I got to do my research, right? I didn't know to what degree, but obviously he owns the company. Yeah. He's firing everybody.
Yeah, he's just the chief executive officer. He's not the owner.
No. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. He's not the owner. Exactly.
Not the owner, man.
And I forgot the names of these individuals. I'm supposed to have the names, to be honest with you.
Me too, sir, but I'm not. Don't shoot the messenger. I just know it's the CEO, the CFO, and the legal affairs team. That's what I think.
Legal affairs team?
Yeah.
Something to that fact. Let me see. Because I knew what's the name? I knew I took a picture of it. There was something that I took a picture of that was giving me the information on who he exactly fired. I remember I took a photo of it. But like I was saying, he fired these individuals, and man, Elon Musk is on a rampage right now. All right. So basically, Elon Musk has purchased Twitter. So there's going to be less banning on Twitter. Let's see how this goes. So obviously Kanye West is going to be able to be more outspoken. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but Kanye West is going to be more outspoken. Apparently you're going to hear more from Donald Trump. For the naysayers, we don't agree with Donald Trump's philosophy. Once again, like I told you guys, we have to preserve freedom of speech. Even if people are saying things that we don't agree with, we have to preserve freedom of speech. It's like the right to bear arms. We have to preserve these amendments, these rights, because they work for our benefit also. All right. And you'd rather, like they say, you rather get caught with it than without it.
Without it. But what's up? What's up with the other cat up in Georgia running?
Who's that?
Herschel Walker, man.
What you got on Herschel Walker? Because I don't really know too much about Herschel Walker other than he played in the NFL, right? I think he's running for mayor for Georgia something.
Something in the Senate and Herschel Walker. I think he's a top Republican. He's one of the top Republicans up for the race up there in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he's against abortion.
Wait 1 second. Let me give a shout out to one person. Hold that thought, Lo. Hold that thought, Planet. All right. Shout out to the Pierre Laminier. All right. Shout out to Peter Bully. All right. Corporate Thug. I used to go by Corporate Thug. That's why he shouted me out. Shout out to P. That's my woody, man. Shout out to P. Shout out to Pierre. Shout out to Peter Bully. All right. I was Corporate Thug before Jeezy was using Corporate Thug as a label. I used to go by the rap name Corporate Thug. So that's why he's calling me by that. All right. That's how he know me from day one. Shout out to one of my day ones. All right. Shout out to Peter Bully. All right. And go ahead and finish that thought, Lo.
Yeah, it was basically what I was saying, brother, is he's supposed to be like no abortions. I'm not with no abortions. You can't get no abortions in this.
Yeah, I heard that.
Supposed to be, right? But prior to him being involved with the Senate and doing all this politics thing, he must have had 2 or 3 women that he actually paid to get rid of kids for him and paid for their abortion.
Okay. We're getting somewhere here.
So
that's crazy.
Wildness right there.
That's a big contradiction. That's a hypocrite. That's what you call a hypocrite. Yeah. Now, I don't know how true this is, right? It could be allegedly, but Lowe's bringing this to my attention.
It's the allegedly. That's the allegedly part, because these 2 or 3 women are coming out of the woodwork saying that, and he's saying the allegations are false against him and this and that. I don't know if one of these women did have a child for him. The other 2 didn't have the children. They don't have the actual evidence no more of it. It's all a whole circus and fiasco going on in Atlanta right now behind Herschel Walker, and it's not on the football field no more. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to run circles around the Senate, and he's not on the field no more. Basically.
Well, see, that's what you're dealing with. Politics, a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of hypocrite things going on when you come talking about politics, because these guys switch their agenda according to what they're campaigning for. You know what I mean? And they try to mirror the people. So if the people want, they try to kind of mirror what the people want, and they kind of like they switch their point of view for the people's point of view in order for them to win that office, to win that seat.
So it's basically that Tupac line, my brother. How you gonna tell a woman where and when to create
one? Facts though. You guys, make sure you guys, once again, all right, I'm gonna reset the building right now. You guys are with L.O.T.S approved Media Mafia. This is the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Bow. Don't shoot us. We just came to bring the message, all right? I go by the name of L.O.T.S approved. L.O.T.S approved. And I'm going to let my dog introduce himself.
I go by the name of Planet. Planet, goddammit, Planet FOD, free G5, free everybody who need to be free, you know what I'm saying? And don't shoot the messenger. Let's get back into it.
Facts though. You guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I'm seeing like 9 people right now. We was up to 12 people. I'm seeing people going in and out the building. You guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. We got our likes up, but we need more likes for every person that comes in the building. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are leaving a comment in the comment section. All right, we call that leaving your fingerprint. Leave your fingerprint. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching. Don't be no pocket watcher, because we all know what a pocket watcher, that's a hater, right? Don't be a we call that peeping Tom. You know what they do to peeping Toms in jail? Like Azo said, pafin pale. That means don't make me talk. You guys already know. That's self-explanatory. Don't be no peeping Tom. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button for me. Boom, we getting more likes. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that like button, all right? You guys need to share this video also. Please share this video, all right? You guys don't know if you guys are in the comment section. If you hit that like button, if you subscribe to the channel, you guys know that you guys are officially a part of the L.O.T.S approved Media Mafia. Also, I need you guys to follow the YouTube page. All right. Follow my YouTube page, L.O.T.S Approved Media. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Hit your notification bell. Hit that notification bell, that little sexy little bell. Hit that bell so that'll notify you every time we drop a new podcast, a new video. You guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? So everybody should be subscribed. Everybody should be sharing this live stream. I want to get everybody acclimated. All right, let's get everybody involved. Let's make this eventful. We one community, and I appreciate everybody that's in the building. And like I said, don't leave out of here without hitting that like button. Hit that like button. It don't cost you nothing. Don't be a ninja watcher. Hit that like button, all right?
No money. Just a like, man.
Just a like. Just a like. Yeah, so that's your man's Herschel Walker. And like I told you, I don't know too much other than his NFL career, but like you said, he's running for Senate, or he's in the, I know he's not in the Senate as of yet.
Period, man.
But he's campaigning. He's campaigning.
Don't shoot the messengers. Like I said, it's around the rumor mill what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you what I know. So what they say, what I see Paris saying something.
Okay, this is what Paris said. This is about Lauryn Hill, all right? And I kind of missed this comment, what she said. She said, them kind of women are only for entertainment, not knocking they hustle, but real queens aren't revealed. All right, 100, only when they spreading love and light. All right, so that's in reference to Meg Thee Stallion and City Girls. Though we not knocking City Girls, because that's home team. You know, anything that's homegrown, out the yayo, out the MIAyo, I'm in full support. L.O.T.S Approved on behalf of L.O.T.S Approved Media Mafia. I'm in full support of the City Girls and anybody that's coming out the yayo. All right, but she definitely said some factors though. Lauryn Hill definitely is an outstanding woman. All right, to say the least, she's an outstanding woman, and
Beautiful.
we hold Lauryn Hill in high regard.
Beautiful.
All right, especially on this end.
Mm-hmm.
So like she said, those women are only for entertainment, and she also to her defense, she said not knocking, they hustle, because it's a hustle. They got to get their paper, you know what I mean? And I definitely can't point no fingers, you know what I'm saying? We got to hustle out here. We got to put food on the table. So shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. Shout out to what's that girl that supposedly stole the award from Kodak Black? Mulatto. All right, shout out to Mulatto. Who else out there, man? Who else be kind of like showing a lot of skin and, you know, use that sex appeal? What other women artists?
See,
you got Mulatto, you got Meg Thee Stallion, you got the City Girls.
That girl, Yo Gotti just signed.
Nah, she don't be showing off no skin like that. Nah, she's the first. I like the way you brought that up, boy. You pardon the day. Let me tell you something. Glorilla. You know that's why Glorilla get a lot of respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's the first woman artist in a couple years that's not getting recognition for being super sexy, showing off her assets.
Mm-hmm.
Glorilla is representing something where it's like people are loving the fact that she is not over sexualized and she's making so much noise.
She's as natural as she could be, basically.
Straight up. And she said she's not getting no surgery. She
don't have the requirements that some of these new artists to go ahead and the new enhancements that they go get. You know what I'm saying? But she's actually, yeah, she's up there right now, and it took her just like that without all the accessories.
Shout out to Shana. With that being said, shout out to Michael General. All right, Money Mike in the building, guys. As they coming in. Even if I miss you, I scroll up and down the timeline of the comments. All right, so even if I miss it real quick, because a lot of these comments coming in, I still scroll through it. I'm not gonna miss a person. I promise you. I promise you on that. You can hold my word to that. Shout out to Money Mike. All right, Michael the General. All right, and yeah, Glorilla, man, she's representing like I tell you, man, she's the first woman that's not showing off. She ain't got no big butt. Mm-hmm. She ain't got no big breasts showing cleavage. Mm-hmm. She, you know what I mean? She they was talking about her getting a nose job or what have you. She said she's not getting a nose job. And yo, you gotta commend her. You gotta clap that up, bro. We gotta give her a clap, bro. Trust me. And trust me, man. That's why I wish we had that machine right now. Cause I'm like, bam, 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 and giving her true flowers. All right. So guys, just know Glorilla, she deserves her flowers, bro. Glorilla, that new FNN, free, and that Tomorrow, that joint that she got with Cardi, that's fire. So shout out to her, man. And like I said, she's like the first woman artist in years, probably over a decade, since the introduction of Nicki Minaj, that hasn't been showing off her assets. And you got to give her so much respect, because guess what? She's making just as much noise, even more than the rest of the women artists. And she took it, she said out of her own mouth, quote for quote, she ain't getting no surgery. So y'all better deal with her. All right, and I love it, because this world is very influential. This world is very monkey see, monkey do. Yes, we love to watch other people. We're easily influenced. So her doing that, and with the success that she has, she's gonna leave influence on other women, and especially these men that are, because a lot of men are advising women to do this too. Let's get this correct, right? Because even with Asian Doll got her breast done. And I believe that somebody told her to get her breast done. All right. So shout out to Asian Doll. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with plastic surgery. And I'm not campaigning against plastic surgery. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with women that have had plastic surgery, right? So I'm definitely can't be a hypocrite. But I'm just saying, like, please don't have these things done out of insecurity. Don't let insecurity be the reason why you're doing that. If anything, you want to make them enhancements, make those enhancements. That's your body.
Do it for you.
Do it for you, man. Make those enhancements for you.
Don't do it for me.
Don't do it for me, or don't do it for people that are like renting space. We call it renting space in your head. Don't let nobody rent space in your head, especially rent free. A lot of people are renting space in people's head, and they ain't paying for no space. They ain't paying rent, but they living off in your brain. You get me? All right. So shout out to everyone in the building. Like I said, we're not gonna miss a person. What's up, man? What else we got? Planet, what else we got?
Man, we got to start talking about how this man basically, you know, our favorite person of the year right now, man.
No, we're not going to Kanye just yet, because you know what, we got to talk about Kanye. We got to talk about something before we talk about we talk about
into that, but all of it is a derivative.
Remember what we got to speak about before we speak about Kanye.
But I'm trying to say this.
What nationality are you?
It's all a derived. We're talking about, it's all gonna blend in. You feel me?
It's a segue. This is what we're doing. We're gonna talk about Jamaica right now. Let's take it to Jamaica.
Away from how yard music is being censored, and basically the vulgarness there is under attack right now. If you're caught in Jamaica playing certain records like Skilly Bang and all these certain top artists that's in the game, you get caught playing them, you could actually go to jail for playing their material on that island.
Now, you brought this to my attention. I knew that they was getting censored, but I didn't know to what degree. How were they going to be penalized or prosecuted? I didn't know that. And I just want to say straight up, shout out to my Jamaican community. Bam, 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 bam. I wish I had that going off right now, bruh. Trust me, we upgrading. Trust me, we're going to upgrade on our production. You guys are going to see we're going to upgrade the show as we go along. This is episode 106, all right? This is our 6th episode, if you guys don't know, all right? And like I told you, just the fastest up-and-coming podcast, the most dangerous podcast. And I'm speaking this into existence. If you don't know, all right, don't shoot the messenger, all right? Trust me when I tell you. Trust me, we're gonna keep this fire. And like I said, shout out to my whole Caribbean community. Shout out to my Jamaicans. You know, I love my Jamaicans, man. I'm Haitian. Shout out to my Jamaican community, all right? Shout out to my Trini community, all right? Trinidadian. Shout out to my Bahamian community, all right? Shout out to my Guyanese community, all right? Shout out to the whole West Indies, you heard? Shout out to the whole Caribbean. And I know I probably missed a few places and stuff like that. But shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah. You already know what time it is, man.
So like he said, go ahead and speak, man. You Jamaican. I want to hear your opinion on this, brother.
You know, the music has been being censored like that because of their English law and all that from basically the realm and factor of that case. But the censorship has been going on for the islands for the longest. You know, it has got, this is the worst that the censorship has come along, because I can't honestly say, if you want to say opinion wise, the music has technically got more vulgar than what it was 20 years ago, or from the Bounty Killer era and the Beanie Man era to now with the Skilly Bang and the Six Squad and the Vibes Cartel and all this. Keys just dropped with the Cork and all this and all these songs, and now
Can't just drop with the coke.
yeah,
Drop with the coke.
I love that song. It's a wonderful song. But do I want my kid growing up to listen to that song as a father and a child and thinking that's how he's gonna make it? No. If I want to look at it like that. But no, if it's a better way, I love the song. It's entertainment. It's actual freedom of speech. It's entertainment. I don't know what this man is doing in his free time. He's probably just actually in his free time writing great songs. He's not traveling around selling coke. So when they want to put it in that perspective, it's like, are they censoring artism and your art? Are they taking away from us? Why are they already control everything? Why they want to control this now?
That's what I'm saying. My sentiments exactly, brother. Like I told you, freedom of speech is at jeopardy, and it's like Jamaica is facing this same type of problem. And it's crazy because let me tell you something. They always make a comparison to music. First of all, let's be clear. Music is entertainment, right? So now, are we censoring entertainment? Because movies, like they always use this comparison. What about Arnold Schwarzenegger when he comes and shoots up all types of people? What happens in these movies that we're watching where innocent people are being killed, or they're given the perception of innocent people being killed? They don't censor movies. All they do is put an R rating. They put a rating on it. Same way they put explicit lyrics tag on rap music. So why is it that music is getting all this backlash and the whole industry, the whole entertainment industry is not receiving the same backlash nor the same treatment? Right?
I think it's because music is, I think, 4 to 10 times more influential than a movie will ever be.
You said music is 4 times more influential than a movie?
It's more influential than a movie will ever be. Yeah, they will see Scarface in that end.
Woo, you took that right off my you in my brain, homie. Boy, that's the first I was gonna say. Scarface. Scarface is soup. That's my favorite movie. That's my favorite, and that's a big influence on my life. Scarface. And I ain't into selling coke. You know what I'm saying? I've dabbled with it, but I never was really got into it.
We don't do coke. We never did coke in our life, but the thought of you standing on that balcony taking over 100 shots and nothing, you still standing, you taking it there, and you feel like, oh, this is how this man, and it takes one man to come up, just one single shot in the back of him and take him out the game. It feels weird. You know what I'm saying? But it was a great scene. But they ain't charged me up in my mind to say, yo, I want to go do coke. I want to go kill people. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. But now, if you riding in that car with that song and you say, oh, me and my dogs, we having fun. We going to go get some bitches and go drink some rum. You 9 times out of 10, you're going to go try to go vibe with your dogs in that car, go have some fun, go look for some bitches and drink some rum. That's all I'm trying to say, because it's that repetitive note going in your head all the time. That movie don't play in your visual every day. You watch that movie probably when you want to, but them songs, they come in your head every day, even if you don't want to. You understand what I'm saying? So once it gets in there,
yeah, but is it that so far in between that you can't make the comparison? Because movies are influential, and you're getting a visual with that one. Like, movies are influential, homie. You got people, you got to remember, you got people that watch movies back to back. I've watched Scarface many a times, homie. I've watched Scarface probably I was watching Scarface since the age of 5 years old. Let me tell you something. I used to creep under, my mom was married to this man at one point where I creep under the man's chair, right? While the man was sleeping. Me and my older brother, 11 o'clock at night. I was 5, 6 years old watching Scarface. Intrigued by Scarface. All right. Shout out to Tosh in the building. Shout out to Tosh in the building. All right. Shalom, Cream. Queen, what about those realistic video games that bow? Thank you, Tosh. Thank you, Tosh. Oh, you're a blessing. Watch this. What about those realistic video games that they are putting out? They're nowadays. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna let Lo answer that.
Okay, I will answer that for you. So that's just in the same premise of the songs that's putting out. So now when these cats putting out Who I Smoke, it's the same definition of these games that they're putting out. It's freedom of speech, of course. It's freedom of visualization, of course. But if you as a parent, you as a teacher of your child, just let them do what they want to do with it. And these are their tools that they're learning off of, instead of you as a parent taking that away from them and giving it to them as a reward, instead of just being like, okay, get out of my face. All right, go ahead. You can have
No, but that's not. But what I'm speaking of, what we're speaking of is the influence that video game. Remember, you got Call of Duty, all right? You got cats that are playing Call of Duty in the real streets, right? And also you have what's that? The one with the carjacking and all that. You know the movie Auto Theft, what is it called?
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, homie. So what do you say about that? That's the same thing. Like, that's entertainment. All right. So what you saying about that?
These kids are growing up playing these games. These kids are growing up playing these.
So why these games are not censored? Why are they attacking black art forms? Let's get real. Why are they attacking black art forms as opposed to these industries that are actually owned by Caucasians? Let's just keep it real. I love my white folk. All right. This is we're not a racist platform at all. But let's call a spade a spade. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Hip hop and reggae are black art forms, all right? Mm-hmm. So guess what? The video game industry is not owned by black people. Mm-hmm. All right? The movie industry is definitely not owned by black people. Definitely. So why are art forms being shut down?
Only Tyler Perry owns his section.
Tyler Perry doesn't own Hollywood. Tyler Perry does not. He don't own no Hollywood. All he has is a studio.
You heard what I said? His section. I said Tyler Perry owns his section.
What section is that?
In Atlanta. He ain't got to be over in California.
He don't own. What I'm trying to tell you, he don't own no industry. It's the industry. Who owns the industry? Listen, Tyler Perry. In order for Tyler Perry to get a movie, he has to get an approval. He can't just put movies in the theater. He has to get approval. Who gives that approval? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the industry. Who run the industry?
All right. And now that goes back to what you just said. So with you knowing all this now, are you going to let your siblings or this and that play those games? Are you going to let your siblings, your homeboys listen to that music that you know that's doing something to them? Or are you going to be that? Are you going to be the ignorant one and say, everybody do what they want to do?
You asking me a question?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let my kids listen to it. For one, my kids, I don't have kids now. Mm-hmm. So this is the big thing that people say. Remember, let me just say this, because I don't have kids, a lot of people don't want me giving my opinion on things about kids, because they say, they're gonna say, you don't have kids, you don't know how it feels.
That's why I say your opinion is wonderful. That's why your opinion is wonderful, because you're a different perspective. I want to see how that actually looks on that end.
All right. So let me tell you something.
Like I feel you as a parent will feel like, oh no, go ahead and play that game.
Let me tell you something. I agree. Now watch this. Let me tell you something. It's for you to teach your kids how to determine real from fake. It's for you to teach your kids what to indulge in and what not to indulge in. It's for you to instill this decision making in your kids. So when they do encounter this entertainment or whatever material they encounter or whatever person or whatever entity they encounter, they know how to distinguish and they know what's the right decision to make. It's for you to instill that in that kid. You cannot hide your kid from the world. You can't censor the world. You can't censor the whole world just for the sake of your kid. Because at the end of the day, that's like you're not giving your kid the necessary skills to determine what to get with and what not to get with, what to indulge in, what to consume versus what not to consume. You're basically censoring your kid. You're basically removing all these things. I'm gonna give you an example. Go ahead,
brother.
Go ahead.
All those, I agree with you with everything you said. You can't basically hide your kid from the real world.
Facts.
Right?
Fact though.
But That game is not the real world.
What?
And it is that Grand Theft Auto is not that real world.
How that's not real world? How?
That's
How is that
real.
not? How is that not the real world?
I'm just so you telling
Explain
me.
to me. I'm waiting.
Are you trying to tell me Grand Theft Auto is the real world when you're sitting on the control on your ass?
Bruh, Grand Theft Auto is based off of factual events that actually can take place in reality. Carjacking happens in reality. Carjacking happens in reality. You have prostitution, drug dealers. It's based off of reality.
Okay, so when you're sitting on your butt, you think you're preparing for that actually?
What you mean? You living vicariously through it. So you don't know what you consuming, what you're downloading. You're living vicariously through these things.
A lot of people see that's difference. You could be you're physically ready to play what you call it. You're physically ready to play Grand Theft Auto. There's 90% of other characters that's not physically ready to play Grand Theft Auto like you because they're not working out. They're not mentally thinking that. You see what I'm saying? They're literally just playing that and they're dying. They're literally killing themselves physically, catching diabetes. They're doing all this from sitting on their ass from playing this game. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not looking at that from that perspective. They're looking at
you're talking about health wise, but that's not the argument. The argument is this entertainment influencing people?
Parents. I'm looking at it from all perspectives as a parent.
No, but that's not the premise. The premise of the conversation is this influencing the person that's taking part in this entertainment, the person that's visually watching it, the person that's interacting, playing the game. Does that have an influence on his life? That's the premise of this conversation. Or is this form of entertainment influencing people?
It does, because I had a dude who sat here and played these games, who literally sat around me for like 4 or 5 years and ain't do nothing with his life.
No, but that's something else. You talking about people sitting on their ass. Now, of course, come on. That's like a person who works at a job. We're not discussing. You don't stop working at your job just because you sit on your ass all day and you're getting sick. I'm a personal trainer. A lot of people are getting sick because they have jobs that they don't move.
Influence him to hustle. It ain't even influence him to goddamn do a mass shooting. It just influenced him to be a bum.
Who?
Hey, it on how you receive that message is how you receive it. Some people might receive that Grand Theft Auto message and go ahead and run around carjacking and being assholes.
Sure. You know? Hold that thought. Shout out to Andre Rose in the building. Shout out to Andre Rose in the building. You guys, make sure you guys go check out Andre Rose's music. All right, it's on all streaming platforms, and it should be on YouTube. All right. Last time I checked, it should be on YouTube. You gotta check out Andre Rose's music. All right. Shout out to Andre Rose. All right. A big supporter of the show, a big supporter of the podcast. All right. The whole L.O.T.S approved media mafia. He's definitely part of the mafia. All right. And yeah, back to you saying, brother.
Yeah, man. So at the end of that, man. So basically, of course, man, influence can go either way. It's how you receive it. Just like you said, you got to be better parents out here to feed.
Facts. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you got to do. You got to be better parents. Don't if your kid could get influenced by that Grand Theft Auto game and go ahead out and start doing the rampage.
Facts.
You ain't do your job.
Facts. I'm gonna give you an analogy. That's facts. I agree with you 100%, brother. I'm gonna give you an analogy. It's like a person that's never been exposed to bacteria. If you've never been exposed throughout your whole life to no form of bacteria, how are you gonna build up your immune system?
Yeah, that's true.
You come into contact with bacteria one time in your life, you damn near about to die because your immune system has never been exposed to any form of bacteria. That's the best analogy. Well, I probably come up with a better one, but that's one of the analogies. All right. Basically, your kid, you can't shelter your kid from the world, because when you shelter your kid from the world, guess what? When they get a chance to indulge in some ish that you've been hiding from them, they become totally engulfed in it. They become totally engulfed in it, because guess what? It's kind of like the preacher's daughter. The preacher's daughter, he preaching to the daughter the whole life, telling the daughter, stay away from this, stay away from that. Next thing you know, the preacher's daughter is indulging in men, and she's going too far. She's getting lost when it comes to the men, because you've been hiding this from her whole life, as well as the preacher's son. He becomes the thug. He becomes the gangster because you preached this life and you sheltered him. When you shelter people away from the world, it makes them run at whatever you're trying to hide from them even faster. It's kind of like when you tell your sister, like, stay away from thugs, stay away from this, What you think she's gonna look for?
Mm.
Because you so much trying to hide this stuff from them. It makes it builds more curiosity.
More intriguing.
They're more intrigued by it because you've been trying to hide it from them for so long. They're like, damn, why is he so determined to hide this from me? If you get what I'm saying. So you got to teach your kids.
I said not to hide them from it, but much more prepare them for what's going to anticipate what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And don't be like, just like you said, don't be so much sheltered. That same way I tell my little girl, I'll be like, oh, I told her the other day, I said, yo, if it's anything, I'm going to tell you one rule I have with you. I said, if anybody tells you to lie to your mom, your dad, or anyone, a grown up that you know, it's something that they're trying to make you do something wrong.
Facts. Let me read off some of these comments, right? Mm-hmm. Facts. That's facts, Planet. Let me read off some of these comments. All right, Tasha said you have to teach them the ways of their world and expose them to it so they would know right from wrong. Peer pressure is real. And that's fact. You guys, make sure you guys, when you come in the building, hit the like button, leave a comment in the comment section. Let them know that you're in the building. Leave your fingerprint. Don't be a ninja watcher. I need you guys to hit the like button as soon as you come in the building. I'm seeing people coming in and out. This is one of our greatest podcasts ever. Like I told you guys, this is the fastest running podcast, fastest rising podcast, all right? And we're speaking this into existence. This is an affirmation at its best. We will be number one. Remember, I told you that. So like I was saying, Tasha said, yo, make sure that you expose them to the world so they will know right from wrong. Peer pressure is real. And that's fact, though. It's kind of like when you see your kid getting in trouble. What you do? What Boosie did the other day? He took Tootie Raw to the jailhouse. Okay, you want the streets? I'm going to take you to the streets. I'm going to take you to the prison and show you how the prison system is, how people are living in prison. And let's see if you want that, as opposed to trying to keep your kid out the streets, keep them away from the thugs, keep them away from prison. No, put them in there. Put them in the prison. You know what I mean? Walk around with him. Let people exchange their stories with him. Let him hear some real stories, some real life stories. Let him see some real situations, and let's see if he's so fast to go to prison. Right? So I agree with Tosh said, right? Here's what Andre Rose said. Andre Rose said, without balance, it'll cause problems. These kids take psych med. Disassociated. What's that word, man? I don't even know what that word is. I don't know what that word. Disassociated. Forgive me, guys. All right, forgive me. I don't know what that word is. Disassociated.
Disassociated from reality.
That's not associated. Maybe he read it. He wrote it wrong. All right, so he's probably saying meds disassociated from. I don't know if he meant to say that. I don't want to put words in his mouth, right? But let's forget that word. From reality and face no real life adversity. Without adversity, how can durability be built without facing and solving? Fact, because you have to develop critical thinking. So if certain problems are not presented to you, you'll never develop critical thinking. So what Andre Rose is basically saying, your kids have to be up against something so they can develop that resiliency, so they can develop that critical thinking on how to make the right decision from when you're not there. It's about instilling this stuff into your kids, because you're not always going to be there to shelter your kids from the world. What happens when they come into encounter? They encounter these situations on their own. How are they going to utilize critical thinking? If you're always sheltering your kids from the world, what happens when they're on their own and they have to use their own brain? They have to utilize critical thinking. That's when you have the issue, right? Because you're chaperoning the kid. You're basically trying to hold the kid's hand through life, and that's not going to work, because you're not going to always be there to hold your kid's hand through life.
That's for the parents' job.
Okay, that's what he said. Thank you, brother. Because I'm like, damn, I got a little vernacular. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I know every word, because a wise man knows he knows nothing. Let me make that clear to you guys. A wise man knows he knows nothing. I call myself, for the record, guys, I'm SpongeBob. All right, they call me SpongeBob. You see how silly SpongeBob is, right? SpongeBob. Basically, you won't be threatened by SpongeBob, right? Because he got a little goofy face. Low, no, I like to clown, I like to giggle. I'm a very serious man, but when I'm with my comrades on our leisure time, we goofing off, for the record. But at the same time, remember, I call myself SpongeBob. And what is SpongeBob? Planet. What is SpongeBob?
I still don't know what that dude is.
SpongeBob is a sponge.
He's a
He
sponge.
soaks up everything.
Oh.
I soak up information. So
That's
though I don't know everything, I'm willing to learn, and I'm soaking up information as I go along. Hence, they call me SpongeBob. I'm SpongeBob. Hey, leave a SpongeBob in the comment section. Shout out to SpongeBob. That's me, homie. Now, Andre Rose meant to say disassociated. Thank you, my brother. Because I was trying to figure out that word. Now, I had to give it up. I had to be humble myself. I had to humble myself down and realize you might not know this word, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So back to what what's the name said. Kids are taking psych meds. That's what let's bring that back up. Without balance, it'll cause problems. These kids take psych meds, disassociated from reality, and face no real life adversity. Without adversity, how can durability be built without facing and solving? Perfect, man. Very well said, brother. Very wise words, man. Wise words, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. So like I said, they started censorship in Jamaica. So they're censoring the reggae artists in Jamaica, right? And you guys remember, hip hop is the cousin of reggae. All right. And we're facing the same censorship over here because they're starting to use rap lyrics. They're using rap lyrics and I'm gonna give you another example. They're using rap lyrics in court. Now, New York, they banned it. But so I guess it's a case by case, by state, whether to utilize it or ban it, right? Now, the same thing with Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin shooting or killing that woman. With that being said, do they use his prior movies? Do they use his prior movies in the court of law? Do they use that against him? He said dancehall, not reggae. All right, so listen. Well, I thought reggae was a facet of dancehall. I thought reggae was a part of dancehall. I thought that was a subsidiary of dancehall. I thought dancehall. Excuse me. I thought dancehall was a subsidiary of reggae music. So reggae music and dancehall is separate.
Dancehall is Beanie Man them up. You feel me?
Okay.
All in that era, like the Super Cat era. You feel me? That's
okay.
All.
So let me tell you something. But ain't some artists dancehall and reggae at the same time?
Yeah, it depends on
like Popcorn. Popcorn ain't a dancehall artist too, as well as reggae?
Yeah, you can say Sizzler.
Sizzler?
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The original Sing J.
So what is Andre Rose saying? What Andre Rose, are you trying to say that they're censoring dancehall, not reggae?
Yeah, dancehall, because
so reggae music don't have no cursing in it. Reggae music doesn't promote drug selling, nothing like that.
No. Reggae is love. Bob Marley, you know all that. Peter
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Stuff like that.
I can agree with that.
All is more dirty wine, my girl, dirty wine, and jump off of the third buckle and trying to slam into a girl crotches, all types of that. You know what I'm saying? That's how they living on that one.
He said, this is what Andre Rose said. Andre Rose said, dancehall is the street music.
Yeah.
All right, I could dig, because I know reggae is roots and culture. So definitely roots and culture. They're not promoting none of that that effery. All right. We're gonna
trap music is trap music.
Facts though. And I know that for fact. I know reggae music is roots and culture, but I thought dancehall was a part of reggae music. Apparently, according to you guys are Jamaican. Keep in mind I'm Haitian. But at the same time, I love reggae music, and you trap. Well, I know catalog. I know reggae music. I listen to reggae music all day. If you don't know, so I know all the new artists, them, and I know all the old artists, them. You know what I mean? But yeah. According to Planet and Andre Rose, dancehall and reggae are two different things. But like I said before, there's some artists that do reggae and dancehall. But that doesn't mean that it's meshed. But I guess when they do it different, like same way Snoop Dogg did a gospel album. That doesn't mean that, you know what I mean? So it's two different categories. All right. So I agree with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Tasha said Gregory Isaac. That part. Beep, 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 beep. Shout out to Gregory Isaac, man. Real talk, man. That's reggae music. We talking about Gregory Isaac, all right?
Hey,
and you talking about Richie Spice. And you know Richie Spice a little bit in the future, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah, that's reggae music. So boom, like I said, they're censoring dancehall music right now. So you guys know freedom of speech is at jeopardy right now. All right. And it's probably gonna be something that's going on across the planet because you know it's monkey see, and no pun intended to my dog planet, but this is gonna go across the planet. All right. Dancehall music is being censored. All right. And at one point, you know, the reggae community, not reggae, but the dancehall community, and the reggae community also, when they used to speak about the LGBTQT ABC community, I don't know all the letters in it. All right. Yeah. Shout out to Sanchez. You know what I mean? Sanchez. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
One Dance. Is Sanchez song that One Dance? I rock with Sanchez, man.
Got some hits.
I rock with Sanchez, Hard Body, and Gregory Isaac. All right. Hard Body. I rock with Sanchez, Hard Body. All right. Yeah, like I said, they're censoring the music. They definitely censoring dancehall music. All right, and this is something that's going on across the planet. And like I was saying before I read that comment, even with the LGBTQT community across the world, even in England, wasn't they taking away their visas? They wasn't allowing them to enter the country because of like Buju Banton with that boom bye boy, boom bye bye in a batiman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was at one point in time. You feel me? Until now, he censored himself.
He censored himself.
Yes,
after the fact.
He got deported after, because I don't know, he did it to himself. But that's another subject on something else. Because I vibed him, and then he disappointed me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Who that?
Buju, you know what I'm saying? That man did something, and it just was crazy. Once he got caught with the cocaine and all that, that was just crazy. And
okay, so you trying to say? So what are you trying to say? Because he got caught with the cocaine, you stopped vibing Buju?
No, I still vibe him, but when he started saying he's not gonna start doing this, he's gonna stop doing that, it's just crazy. So
what's crazy about it? What are you referring to?
What I'm referring to is basically now you want to censor, you're not going to sing boom, bye, bye, and all this now after you got caught with cocaine because you're trying to sell back yourself and your image to people that you're saying that you was trying to stray away from when you was turning into a Rasta.
So let me ask you a question. You, Planet, if you were in Buju Banton's shoes, what you would have did? And you was facing that same situation.
I'm gonna stick true to myself.
So now keep in mind, you saying that you're gonna stay true to yourself, right?
Yeah.
How many kids you have? I know how much. I want the viewers to know.
I don't know how much Buju got. That's the difference.
But no, this is about you. How many kids you have?
Me, I have 5.
You have 5 kids.
Yeah.
So now, your kids, I'm assuming that you're going to want to have the best resources for your kids. All of them is going to need a room for themselves, go to the best of schools. Am I correct?
Of course.
So it's safe to say you want your kids with the best resources, correct?
Yeah.
And as well as your baby mother, correct?
Of course.
Now, remember one thing, reggae music, when you're talking about artists in Jamaica, their money don't really come from Jamaica. It's what they're doing abroad.
Okay.
Now I'm asking this question again. Knowing that you're gonna, let's say you're basically, like Jamaicans like to say, you boxing food out of your mouth. Now, would you make that same decision that Buju made, or would you keep it true to yourself?
All right, put it like this. He made that decision once he came over with the coke and got caught with the coke. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he made that decision, but at the same time, it's not like he can't rectify it.
And that's what I'm saying. He rectified that by after he comes out of prison, he's telling the LGBT community, just so he could get a work visa to go work in England and all this, that he's not going to sing that song no more ever in his life and his career. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You was a Rasta man and you're true to your word and all this. Just like you say, certain things, you just, if you walk by it, you walk by it. You know what I'm saying? You stay true to what you are. That's all I'm saying. That's what you say you are. That's what you are. It ain't the fact that now you're saying, oh, it's okay for you to. That's just like saying it's okay for him to sell coke, even as a Rasta man. That wasn't even cool for him as a Rasta man to bring no coke and get caught with no coke. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, on top of it, you're saying you're not gonna agree with what was put in the Bible, so you could go, so you sell your soul for anything worth $1, Butcher. That's how I look at you now. It ain't about yourself no more. You doing whatever it is for $1 bill, and to sell yourself. You're a market employee. You're not even Butcher no more. You've been Butcher, because once you even came out and your voice was, yeah, you're trying to sell yourself different to everybody. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But once you sold out on that tip. Then you sell out on the dang, when there's a Rasta man, you bringing up coke. You ain't supposed to be touching no coke if you're a real Rasta man, nigga. Just stick to the herbs, nigga. You would have been out of prison. You wouldn't have seen federal prison like that. But then when you get out of prison, you bow it down, and now you're saying, oh, I'm not going to sing that song no more because of how these people feel. But no, but you know the truth about these people if you actually think. That's your history. That ain't my personal opinion. That's yours. That's his. My person, I don't care. I could vibe with the LGBTQ. We could all vibe, throw one party in this and that. I know my sexuality. I love bitches. You feel me?
Watch
So,
the language now. Watch the language now. Let's watch
oh
the
yeah,
language a little bit.
I love women.
Yeah,
I love the women. I love women. So
that part.
nobody
That
can
part.
talk about my sexuality and how I feel.
That
So
part.
when it comes to that, you're bowing down to a higher power that is not even yourself. So who are you bowing down to? You
I ain't
literally
gonna lie. You put that very well. But okay, now this is my thing. All right. Because you take a vow, are you not allowed to have your shortcomings? Because you take a vow, let me make that clear. Because you take a vow, are you no longer exempting from making the wrong decisions that in turn becomes a sin?
Yeah, because that's just like you married. You took a marriage into something.
But
You
he's
got
still a
all
man. Keep in mind, he's still a man.
still a man, but regardless of the fact, you saying you're getting this out the way. That's why you said you're gonna put your life on the line for this, and this is the cause. You understand what I'm saying? That's why when it's marriage, it's marriage. That same way when you take a vow, you take a vow. So you trying to, that's just like saying, it's okay. I vow not to kill my brother, man. But you go ahead and kill him anyway. Oh, so yeah, you
But
are like,
wait one second. Wait one second. Let me say this right here, right?
kid.
Let me say this. That's good. It's a good conversation, right? This is a great conversation. All right. Like I said, you guys are now tuned into the L.O.T.S approved media mafia. Don't shoot the messenger podcast. All right. Number one. We number one on the rise. Remember, this is affirmation at its best. Once I say I'm gonna say this 1,000,000 times, all right? We soon gonna be number one. This is not to be compared to no other podcast. Don't compare us to Drink Champs. Shout out to Drink Champs. Don't compare us to Joe Budden. Shout out to Joe Budden. I watch all these guys' platforms, all right? Shout out to Matt Hoffa with my expert opinion. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds, all right? Shout out to everybody because I respect everybody and what they do, but y'all gonna separate us from everybody. Remember what I told you, right? So once again now, this is the big question. This is a big question. Because you take a vow, and you fall short of keeping law. We call it keeping law. When you take a certain vow, like the vow of a Nazarite, we spoke about that, right? The vow of a Nazarite, you vow not to drink wine, alcohol, and stuff like that, things of that nature. So because you take a vow, you as a man, you take a vow to a faith, and you fall short of that, do you deserve to be condemned? Meaning, is it to a thing where people could be like, yo, I don't respect you no longer? That's the question I'm really asking you.
That's what I've learned. If you're loyal to what you believe in, if you take that vow, that's like,
But you can't put that in the same context of being a human being.
You can.
We're human beings. We're never gonna be perfect. We're never gonna be perfect. As human beings, according to the Bible, we're born into sin.
That's why
we're born filthy.
That's why you make your mistakes before you become into. That's why you said before you actually make that leap of faith, you do what you need to do before you make that leap of faith. You're not born into it. He wasn't born a Rasta. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Now, boom. Let me show this now. Now, shout out to Tosh, all right? What the hell?
But who is law?
All right, boom.
Has no right to judge others.
Okay, so boom. Had to block that one. All right. So boom, this is what it is, right? So boom, Tasha said, but who is law? We as human beings have no right to judge others. That's why I love Tosh. Tosh, shout out to you because we need that feminine energy in the building. We need a woman in the building. All right, so check this out, bro. Remember what they always say. You point one finger at somebody, I think you can finish the rest. Do you know that metaphor?
Yeah, that's why I don't point at him. That's why I talk to him like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Since he doesn't want to cooperate, since Planet don't want to cooperate, I'm gonna let you guys know what it is. All right, listen. The term is Planet. Know what I'm talking about. Right? Planet playing. Okay. Let me tell you something right now. You point one finger at somebody, you got 4 fingers pointing right back at you. Period. We as human beings, we do not reserve the right to be judgmental. Let me say this again. We as human beings that are born into sin, we don't reserve the right to be judgmental. So I want people to understand, especially about this podcast, especially when we about to go into Kanye West soon, all right? We getting there. We about to go into Kanye West. It's a great segue. We do not reserve the right to be judgmental. We as human beings, we're born into sin. None of us, including me, including Planet, are perfect. So we're going to have our downfalls. We're going to have our shortcomings, all right?
Okay, with that being said, right, is judgment different from an opinion?
Well, an opinion can bring about judgment. Your opinion can catch fire, and you start getting judged by somebody's opinion because your opinion is so influential that people begin to judge that person.
Messenger with an opinion, man. I'm not.
And it's a thin line between opinion and judging somebody. It's a thin line. It's a thin line between opinion and judging somebody.
In my opinion, it does not have to affect that person's way of thinking. It does. That's why I need to re-elaborate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my opinion does not have to make you feel like you have to agree with me. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if other people might feel the total opposite of what I'm saying, but my opinion is just that. If you jump into a law, why go into it? It's just the same way. The same way when people go to jail. You knew that was a crime, but you do it anyway. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to say, now the question is, who is the law? Of course, we don't know who is the law, but there's laws that we still abide by. If there wasn't, there wouldn't be no parking tickets. There wouldn't be no this and that. And wouldn't be these foolishness going on. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit.
There wouldn't be none of these foolishness going on. You understand what I'm saying? So I could be able to park in that handicap parking with no repercussions. With no repercussions.
Yeah, because but see, that's not really a fair comparison because you're talking about a simple violation. You're not going to be that's first of all the judicial system. We're not comparing this to the judicial system because the judicial system deals with judges, and you're being judged by. Let's see. You want to talk about the judicial system? Remember, the judge that's the judge that's handing down the judgment is sinning. The judge is the person who's giving you the person that's delivering you the ticket is breaking laws.
Okay, remember.
So how can you be judged by somebody? That's the whole premise of what she's saying. A human being has no right to judge others.
Even that person in that jury is not judging you. They're giving their opinion.
No. Because once your verdict is handed down, that's gonna be that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna actually get you're gonna be convicted according to what the verdict the jury hands in.
And
what you mean? That's not opinion.
That's in their opinion. They're gonna take that verdict.
No, that's not opinion. No, that's not opinion. Their opinion. That's not opinion. Listen what you said, Planet. Listen what you're saying. You're saying.
Why you think that's hung juries?
No. That's different. Remember, but the whole thing is it's a hung jury because it's 50-50. It's a hung jury because it's 50-50. It's not a hung jury if majority of people vote. Let me tell you something. If you have a jury, if you're getting judged by 12, homie, you're getting judged by 12. Listen, if the majority of those people say, yo, Planet is guilty, I'm not even gonna use your name because we don't want to wish that on, we're not putting that into existence, right? But let's say an individual, right? An individual, if the majority of the people say, yo, listen, first of all, let's get this clear. The jury is well aware that, yo, their opinion is about to be taken into consideration, and that's going to be the verdict handed down, and that's what the person is going to receive. So that's not opinion. That's not an opinion. That's an actual verdict that they're giving their verdict, knowing that's a premeditated. They're knowing. They're already under the impression. They already have a preconceived notion. They already know that once they hand down this verdict, once they hand down this opinion that you call this opinion, that this person is going to be judged by their opinion. So that definitely doesn't work. What you're saying, that definitely doesn't work. That's not an opinion. When you're the jury, that's not an opinion. That's not an opinion. Not in the court of law.
This is your opinion.
No. You talk. Listen. How can you say listen? An opinion. You can't listen. This more validates what I'm saying, bro. Listen what I told you. Listen what I told you.
Your opinion.
Opinion, and judgment is a thin line. That's not an opinion. If a judge says, yo, 12 people, what do you think about this person? Did this person commit that murder or not? And if the jury says, if 80% or 70% of that jury say, yo, he committed that murder, that's it, bro. That's it. You're gonna get handed down. The prosecution's gonna take that, and you're gonna hand down your judgment.
Now I could get an appeal, and I could come back, and it could be that.
You're moving the goalposts now. You're moving the goalposts. No.
How? Just like you said. You just said it. 12 pairs, right? 12 of my pairs, 7 out of the 5 says that I'm guilty, right? And I go to jail. I have an appeal process I could go through to get that back. You know that,
Listen,
right?
now watch this. We said now? Say that again.
I do have an appeal process to come through it. Even though if I sit there and 7 out of my 12 peers says that I am guilty, right?
Yeah, but you got to listen. Go ahead. Yeah, listen. I'm going to break you down again. So look how you move the goalpost and watch I'm going to kick a field goal. Go ahead.
Have a chance at an appeal again.
Let me tell you something. First of all, you got to go against an appeal board. There have to be people voting on that appeal. So once again, you're being judged again because they have to agree that you deserve the appeal. Okay, then. And guess what? If they find it, if they deem same way, hence Brittney Griner, they shut down her appeal.
That's Russia, bro.
It don't matter. That's how it goes in America too.
No, man, that's Russia.
Moshe. Let me tell you, man. You gonna learn, boy. You moving the goalposts, and you gonna learn, homie. I wish more people in the comment section let this man know what's going on.
Hey, talk to me, man. Figure me out. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure myself out. I'm opinionated, or am I
love my dog. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, homie. All right. And this is what Tasha said.
Opinionated. That's
Go ahead. Watch. Let's read this comment. What Tasha said. Tasha in the building. She said, "Jury look at the facts and make a decision. Opinion is based on a person's perception." All right.
How many times have your or people's perception of us sent us away for life?
Facts.
We just people in the world.
And guess what you're saying? You just proving my fact. I told you there's a thin line. There's a thin line between opinion and judgment.
Yes, we are in agreement.
Okay.
All right.
So with that being said,
yeah,
let's get into this Kanye West.
Black Jesus.
Woo, hold up, boy. You went in. You call him Black Jesus. Hold up, boy.
I don't. Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
I ain't shooting the messenger. Listen, man, you said it. You said it. I ain't fighting you.
Don't shoot me. That's what he said the other day. I'm like, he said,
hey, I ain't against you. You have the right to your opinion. You know what I mean? And there's a reason why you on the show with me, because we share a lot of the same opinions, right? And I wouldn't compare him to Black Jesus, but I definitely agree with your slightly with that comparison. He's definitely, I feel like he's gonna fall in the realm of a prophet if he continues on the path that he's going. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. But like my dog just told you, like my twin just told you, don't shoot the messenger. Bow.
We just bring the message, man.
Fact though. So let's talk about this Kanye West. All right, you guys know Kanye West is going crazy over the internet for the past couple weeks. The past 2 to 3 weeks, Kanye West has been the subject across the trending subject across the whole, man, not just social media, every platform, every industry, everywhere that people are voicing their opinion. Kanye West is a part of that subject matter. And nonetheless, once again, Kanye West is back in the news. And Kanye West basically got dropped by Adidas, right? He got dropped by Vogue, dropped by Adidas. He got dropped by a talent agency. Def Jam dropped him also. I think we spoke about that last week.
Right.
But more so, I want to talk about this Adidas. All right. So now, let me see. What do you think? What Tosh saying right here? I'm reading these comments. What do you think about when he said that slavery was a choice? All right, we'll talk about that. Also, I want to talk about that Young Don reggae dancehall artist Squash. All right, dancehall artist Squash. They was saying something. Daniel, what's up? Checking in, boy. Shout out to Daniel, dog. Checking in. Shout out to Daniel, my dog, Junior. What's happening, my G? Yes, sir. You guys, make sure you come in the building. Make sure you guys hit that comment section. You see what Daniel do. As soon as he jump in, what he do, he check in. You guys check in, gang. This the mafia right here. L.O.T.S approved media mafia. We the mafia, all right? Make sure you guys are sharing this live stream. Share this live stream. We have a lot of people in the building. We got people coming in and out. A lot of viewers. You guys, make sure you guys share this live stream. Share this experience so other people can get involved. Let them know that the mafia is here. We here. We family. Let them know we in the building. Mafia. All right. Like I was saying, Tosh said, what do you think about? Okay, and I want to say one thing about the reggae artist Squash. Young Don did say that earlier. Young Don spoke about reggae artist Squash. His comrade shot in Fort Lauderdale. Now they was saying that Squash had got shot, which is not true. All right, that was a rumor, and research people did the background on that, and he definitely was not shot. From what Young Don saying, Squash is remember the six them, dog. That's a crew, the six crew. That's some young dancehall artists, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to TJ, shout out to Chronic Law, shout out to Squash, Wooty Woo, man. A lot of members. I know I'm missing a few. But definitely I spoke about some of the main artists of the six. All right, and like I said, Squash was not shot, but he was rumored to have been shot, right? But I found out it was one of his crew members. Well, that's what Young Don's saying. Remember, I don't have the information, but Young Don, he definitely is Young Don just came from Jamaica. He's from Spanish Town. This is my little bro. You know what I'm saying? Spanish Town representative, man. Shout out to Young Don. Like I said before, you guys make sure you guys go check out Young Don's music. Now, back to what Tosh was saying. What do you think about when he said that slavery was a choice? We're going to talk about it real quick. Kanye West, man, basically, there's a lot of reverse psychology. Kanye West's technique, how he's delivering his message. First of all, a lot of people are misjudging Kanye West because people don't think so intricate as Kanye West. So they chalk it up to Kanye West being ignorant. A lot of people are judging a book by its cover. Kanye West is doing a lot of subliminal, indirect messages. And if you're a person that just have a plain way of looking at life, if you don't look at life in an intricate way, you'll be offended by a lot of things that Kanye West said. Just to make that clearer, if you're simple-minded, let me make this clear. If you're simple-minded, you'll be offended by Kanye West because you don't see the method to his mayhem. You don't see the genius in his delivery. You're just taking it for face value. A lot of people judge a book by its cover, and these people are easily deceived. When you're talking about the truth is usually buried under a mountain of lies. And if you don't know how to decipher lies, you'll never find the truth. If you're not a person that exercises critical thinking, you'll take things for face value and you'll be easily deceived. Because remember, you're talking about subliminal messages all over. This is how people get into your subconscious. They deliver subliminal messages. And if you're a type of person that you only see things for its face value, if you're a type of person that look at something and you only see the cover, you're judging it by the cover, man, you sadly, boy, you're doing yourself an injustice, man. That's for men and women. A lot of simple-minded people are extremely offended by Kanye West. A lot of simple-minded people are extremely offended by Kanye West. You can't think Kanye West is simple-minded, bro. He's a curator. Kanye West didn't get to where he's at in life by being simple-minded. Kanye West didn't become the richest black man to ever touch America's soil by being simple-minded. A lot of people take Kanye West and they're offended by Kanye West because people are simple-minded. Stop being simple-minded, people. That's what kills me. It's the simple-minded people with opinions that are talking trash about Kanye. Now, this is in no reference and no regard to Tasha. Tasha is asking me my opinion about Kanye and his slavery remarks, all right? You got to look deeper into what Kanye's saying. Do I agree with everything Kanye's saying? No, I do not. Do I agree with... No, matter of fact, I agree with Kanye's philosophy. Do I agree with Kanye's delivery? I do not agree with Kanye's delivery all the time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Remember what Kanye West said out of his own mouth. He lacks strategy sometimes. But he said it his own self. He lacks strategy. People are so moved by Kanye. People talk so much about Kanye, like as if they never said nothing wrong out their mouth. Most of the people that are judging Kanye, they're not even judging themselves. Like as if everything, like we're human beings. So you're telling me everything that came out your mouth was calculated? We as human beings, the people that I'm talking to, the people that are judging Kanye West, are you trying to tell me everything that comes out your mouth is calculated? I want somebody to lie to me today and tell me that. Tell me that everything that comes out your mouth is calculated. Do you know the Bible said the hardest thing to control is the tongue? Remember I said the hardest thing to control is the tongue. The Bible said that. The wisest book ever written for man. That's the wisest book in the world. The Bible is a history book. No matter how many times the Bible was revised, we know the Bible was revised. We know certain books were taken out of the Bible. I'm not going to go in depth into that. I don't want to get shadow banned. I'm not going into depth with that. All right? You figure it out yourself. But I'm going to tell you, the Bible said the hardest thing to control is the tongue. And I think we all can give a testimony where our tongue just went flying, where we were saying, we were just spewing out, just verbally vomiting things that we know we should have no business saying because we was in our feelings, because we was up against a rock and a hard place, psychologically or maybe even physically. And we just started vomiting verbal things, cursing ourselves at time, cursing other people's at time. Remember, the tongue has the power to give life and also to condemn.
Okay, my brother. But yes, back to what Tasha was saying.
What?
What do you think about when he said that slavery was a choice? In your opinion, what you think?
Listen, first of all, when the man says slavery is a choice, that's a very controversial thing because you're talking about people that died. Oh, you want to go there?
No,
Let's pod. No, let's pod. Because I'm trying to get, let's pod.
I actually said the one thing I needed you to say.
I'm going to break it down. I'm not going to bypass that. So let's break it down.
I got to break it down now. See, this is what I'm going to do. See, listen. That is the perfect premise of what we was just talking about earlier. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when they try to mentally put it in our head to say, oh, it's just like you said, he verbally don't know how to express himself and say, oh, it's a choice. Slavery was a choice that you choose to be a slave, right? That's how he said. But no, we was mentally programmed to be slaves. That's what he's trying to say. But in his mind, it's like, oh, no, you have the choice today not to be that slave. Today.
Well, You see how you see what you said? Now there's no reason for me to say it because you just said it eloquently. That's exactly what I want to say.
I
That's
don't
my sentiments.
need you to speak. You understand what I'm saying? On that
Mhm.
stuff. I just wanted you to get into that inlay line of what you understand what I'm saying? Back to what Tasha was saying. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's it. Okay.
Facts. I agree.
My brother.
I agree. I agree exactly with that. All right. Okay, this is what Tasha said. Did he mean slavery today or slavery back then?
You see, as I addressed it.
Well, I know he's in reference when he's talking about slavery. He's talking about slavery back then. That's what everybody's offended by. Nobody's offended. He wasn't. He obviously wasn't speaking about slavery in modern time slavery. You're talking about this is mental slavery. What we're going through. This is conditioning and programming. What we're going through. So we consider this mental slavery. All right, spiritual slavery. All right, because we're the images that are being planted, the way that they divided our communities and stuff like that. The things that we are slave to. We talking about entertainment, food. Different like, whatever we're slaves to. Yes, it's slavery.
Its delivery of certain words may not. It's that's like you said. It might be subliminal to catch you off balance to make you feel like, what is your answer? Because it's like, oh, slavery is a choice. And you heard what she had to ask next: slavery back then or today? Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, this is self-explanatory. When he's talking about slavery, he's talking about slavery. That's people are not offended by slavery today. People are offended by slavery, the original slavery, the term of being a slave.
If it was self-explanatory, she would not ask that question.
No. She might have missed it. She missed the point. She probably missed the point. But it should be. Well, remember, common sense is not common. All right. So, but
that missed that point.
But she didn't read because if you know everybody's offended by slavery back then, nobody's talking about modern day slavery. If you've been watching Social Network, if you've been paying attention, they're speaking about actual slavery, yokes of iron slavery. Mm-hmm. That's what they're in reference to. They're not talking about modern day slavery.
And they're not to cut you off, they're referencing Kanye. Get figures in the world.
Your thing cut out, Lo. You cut out for a second.
I'm back in.
Yeah, you back.
Okay, they are considering Kanye to be one of the biggest, like, world renowned figures since Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, and these other characters. So they basically put him as a modern day matriarch. Okay, he's a modern day matriarch. And I was wondering, do you think that it's because
Tasha, you know I love you, Tasha. My bad, but look, Tasha, you know I love you, man. You got a lot of common sense, but I know you didn't do research on that. But at the same time, like I told you, I appreciate you. And I did not, no way, shape, or form mean to offend you at all. Because you know I love you, Tasha. All right. Let's go. Go ahead, Planet.
Okay, so now I was saying we know that he's that in some way, shape, or form that he's the modern day matriarch, right? Mm-hmm. Some people comparing him to Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and of these natures. But I wonder, is it just because of the modern times that we are actually in? Because the social media network era, is it those things? Why is it making it seem like he's bigger? Is it that he's bigger than what he actually is, or is he just that big?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, big is big. It don't matter what platform. It don't matter even if he was in modern times, regardless of the fact, his voice projects across the four corners of the world. Regardless of the fact, in these days and times, he has the loudest voice. In this current time that we're living in, you got to think about this. We wasn't living in the back in the days in the Bible. So we wasn't there to see Shakespeare. We wasn't there to see Moses. We wasn't there to see Jesus. We wasn't there to actually see these people and how far did their voice reach. But they definitely, their opinion, not their opinion, but their effect on the world was documented through the Bible. So we're living in, some say we're living in times of revelations. So with that being said now, if the Bible's currently being written right now, what names would be brought up? If the Bible continues, like the Bible doesn't stop, The Bible is a timeline. It's a true history book. Would not Kanye West be in the Bible at this point?
Depends on whose Bible.
No. I'm talking about the Bible that we all read. I'm talking about the Bible that we all read is what the whole world goes by.
Oh, that's what you want. That's what you think.
The whole world knows of Jesus Christ. The whole world. Listen. The whole world knows about. The whole world knows about Moses. The whole world knows about Abraham.
Like I said, I'm not gonna downplay him. He will have an excerpt in there. That's what any man who actually gonna put their sands in the any man who put their sands in the earth, they are actually written in the Bible until you make your indentation. Until you actually make your indentation upon this earth and this planet, you're not gonna have that impact. You're not gonna be remembered. But just like you said, today he will be remembered. Just for what the we don't know if it's creative confusion or whether it's chaos or whether it's this man is actually smart. We don't know what they're gonna interpret him as. You know what I'm saying? At the end of
Facts. He's still his story's still being written.
It's right now. You know what I'm saying? The ink is still fresh.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So as far as all of that going on with him, he's already being put on the cross for certain things that, if you want to put it in that terminology, put on the cross. You know what I'm saying? For the things, like he said, he doesn't know how to speak. Or it ain't that he doesn't know how to speak, he just generally just doesn't care what he says no more, because the restrictions that's been put on his life and his art, his words, everything around him, it just makes it seem like, oh, he's psychotic, and they're pointing the finger and they point the blame to try to make somebody seem psychotic. But when actually you could say the things he's saying on those live newscasts, he's getting penalized for it. But when I could say that same thing to me and you standing on that street corner, and it don't affect our lives. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
And me and you could say the same exact thing that man say. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's the hurtful part of what we realizing, that we're actually losing our freedom of speech.
Facts. And with that being said, that's what's going on. When you see Kanye West blurting out these random things and he's being vulgar and stuff like that, keep in mind there's a method to his mayhem. He's showing you that he's being censored. He's showing you that our freedom of speech is at jeopardy. Mm-hmm. So when he's saying these certain things, I don't agree with the anti-Semitic remarks and the way he delivered them. I definitely don't agree with that. But keep in mind, though we don't agree with these things, you got to keep in mind that our freedom of speech is at jeopardy. So while you're trying to censor somebody for their point of view, how about you eventually going to be censored for your point of view? So you got to keep in mind, you're trying to cancel somebody. In exchange, in that process, with laws being changed, everyone as a whole is going to be affected. All of our freedom of speech is going to be affected. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about this. Adidas. All right, so Adidas severed ties with Kanye West, obviously, right? One of many companies, right? And Adidas has patents. They own the patents on Kanye West's shoes. I think it's like one or two. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's like 95% of whatever he created under Adidas, they have the patent on those shoes. They own the patent, meaning they can reproduce those shoes. They have the rights. They own those shoes that he created under Adidas, right? I think it's 90 to 95%. Don't quote me, but majority of those shoes are Adidas' shoes, right? They have the patent. What Adidas said they're gonna do, they're gonna first of all, they told Foot Locker told all the employees to remove all Kanye West's shoes from their shelves, from their stores, right? And I'm not sure how many other companies are following their lead, because you have Champ Sports, you have a lot of different shoe companies, right? But it looks like a domino effect. Everybody's following the same steps, right? Taking the same course of action. Mm-hmm. They're basically, Foot Locker's removing all Kanye West's shoes from the shelves. Now, Adidas supposedly is gonna, they're taking back all the shoes, and they're gonna remove Yeezy's name off of the shoes. They're gonna remove Kanye's name, Yeezy, off of their shoes, and they're gonna bring the shoes back and put them back on the shelf now. Now they're just gonna be Adidas with the Adidas logo on the shoes. All right, and this is a prime example of intellectual property being stolen. This is a prime example of how we don't control nothing. All right, we don't control nothing. Contractually, they have the right to take his name off the shoe and put the shoe back on the shelf. As if that just taking off that insignia, as if taking off that name, that shoe doesn't still say Kanye West. That's Kanye West shoes, no matter if you take the name off it or not. That's his intellectual property. That's his thoughts that came into fruition. That's his thoughts that materialized. That's his personal thoughts that have materialized. He's the most influential person in the fashion industry. That's point blank. That's unanimous. Nobody can, come on. The man was running Gap. The man was running Balenciaga. The man was running Adidas. Every other company, even Nike, was stealing his designs. Nike was making shoes in comparison to him and his designs. He's the most influential designer out there, right? So now Adidas plans on taking that shoe and taking his name off of the shoe and placing it back on the shelves. That's crazy. That right there is crazy. I'm gonna tell you real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't wearing no Adidas, and I got Adidas in the closet. I love them NMDs. I love me some Adidas. I'm not wearing no Adidas. All right, Andre Rose said. Let me read this comment. Well, you messing me up with the spelling, Andre Rose. You got to spell this correct because you throwing me off. Okay, he put a asterisk sign. They mad at what he said. Okay, I can pronunciate the what. I can describe it. I can decipher that what with the J. All right. They mad at what he said, but not mad at the slave labor that makes the shoes or Nazi founder Adolf Dacier. All right, like I told you before, the founders of Adidas, all right, it was two brothers, all right, they parted ways, two brothers that are the founders of Adidas and Puma. When they split, the other brother created Puma, all right? They're two brothers, and they were former Nazi members. Nazi party, whatever you want to call it, they were former Nazi members, all right? Now, when people found out that they was part of this Nazi organization, they had to separate themselves from the shoe brand. See, a lot of times, that's why people don't name shoes after them. Like same way Yeezy, right? A lot of people don't brand things with their name because once their name is tainted, their brand is tainted. So they make sure to create a brand that's not associated with their name. So if they ever get some backlash for what they do in their private life, it'll never affect their brand, their company, right? But in Yeezy case, we all know that Yeezy is just an abbreviation for Kanye, what have you. That's a play off of Kanye, Yeezy, Yeezus, and Jesus mixed together, all right? And yeah, what he said about they mad at what he said, but not mad at the slave labor. We're not going to go too much into slave labor and all that. That's a whole different subject, right? But definitely, that's an issue. But we're not going to go too much into that. But yeah, definitely, like even the founders of Adidas were Nazi members. The founders of Adidas was Nazi members. They were part of the Nazi party, the Nazi faculty, the Nazi organization. They were self-proclaimed. I don't know, right? But they were part of this Nazi thing. And they separate themselves from Kanye. But to their defense, they had to separate their own self from their own brand, right? So you can't be mad at them either. And in the realm of business, that's what you have to do in business because Kanye's statements definitely would have affected them financially. So I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming nobody. But let me just say this clear. I'm not blaming no company that separated themselves from Kanye. Let me make this clear. I'm not blaming no company that separated themselves from Kanye. Because the statements that Kanye made, he made in his best interest. Though all of us are going to benefit from him being a rebel, in the long run, theoretically, we're supposed to benefit from him, right? But initially, those companies were affected financially. And I don't think Kanye spoke to these companies and let them know on the tirade he was about to go on. And when you're doing stuff like that, you have to give people a pre-warning so they can make their right adjustments in their company financially. Because for you to just blurt out these things, these different comments, and disregard how the companies that are attached to you are going to be affected is very selfish. That I will say. For Kanye to say the things that he was saying and knowing, in fact, that would affect the rest of the companies that are attached to his name contractually was very selfish. So all the companies that separate themselves from Kanye, I do not blame them. I don't blame Nori. Okay. When Kanye made those George Floyd comments, they got a lawsuit supposedly for $250 million. I know Nori's not worth $250 million. So at the end of the day, did Kanye explain to Nori that, yo, what I'm about to say is going to affect your company and your livelihood financially? I'm pretty sure. Now, Kanye did say some stuff. I'll be real with you. Every time Kanye went on Drink Champs, he insinuated that, yo, I'm going to get killed for this. Nori, you sure you want me to talk? Kanye did give Nori some pre-warning. To Kanye's defense, every time Kanye was about to say some controversial-ish, he gave Nori some pre-warning. So Nori knew what was coming out of his mouth was gonna be controversial. And he knew it was gonna be controversial. That's an understatement because he knew that shit was gonna be a big controversy. Nori was aware of that because I've seen it. I studied like every Drink Champs when Kanye went on there. And that right there was very intriguing to me because Kanye would be like, oh, they're going to kill me about this. And he would say that before he about to say something. Right. Before Kanye said something polarizing, he knew that there was going to be some backlash with what he was about to say. He pre-warned Nori. He told Nori that, yo, they're going to kill me for the things that I'm saying. Nori be like, oh, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. So it's safe to say if they're going to kill him for what he's saying it on your platform, Nori. So you can't say that you didn't anticipate him saying the things he said. Though you probably didn't know to what degree he was going to say it, you knew he was going to say some controversial things. You knew that he was going to say some things that's going to have some backlash. What was it? Was you looking for the views? Or what was it? Or you was just being a friend, giving your friend a platform? Or was you sharing his views? Was you sharing his philosophy? Did you agree with his philosophy? Which one was it? Was it because he was a friend you gave him a platform?
The win-lose.
You was looking for views, or was it because you shared his philosophy?
The win-lose situation, man. You're gonna give me these ratings, and I'm gonna still get advertisement off of it, and that's what it is. Everything attached to Kanye West is gonna, whether it's bad or good, it's gonna go through the roof right now. So it don't matter. You feel what I'm saying? So anything with that Kanye West stamp on it, that he's doing his job. That's what he wants from the world. That's what he's getting. He getting the attention he wants. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about him right now. There's a million other talk shows talking about this man. He's getting the talks. He's getting the things he wants done now. But at the end of the day, just like I say, are we going to use it to capitalize on it? Or are we going to go stick our head back in the holes like some? Or what are we going to do?
What you saying? Say that again.
Are we going to
repeat that for me, please, brother?
This man is trying to do for us. Or are we going to go ahead and stick our head back in the hole and act like nothing is happening after this era is over?
Man, you see, let me tell you something. That's the question that you asked. The question that you're asking is the question that the world's been asking ever since man became civilized. That's the same questions they was asking in Egypt. Every time there was a revolt, every time that people were being rebellious, every time there was a coup, that's the same question that the people always had. Are we going to move on it, or are we just going to be passive? That's yet to be seen. That's you ask that question you asked is the biggest question of this whole thing. That's the biggest question. That question you just asked is the question of all questions throughout this whole fiasco. And I ain't gonna call it fiasco. This tirade, whatever you want to call it, debacle, whatever you want to call it, for lack of a better term. I wish I had a better term right now. All right, throughout this whole ordeal, that question you just asked right there. Are we going to be passive, or are we going to join in? right? All right, guys. It looks like Planet had some difficulties right there. Page shut down. All right. And like I was saying, Andre Rose said every luxury brand is a family name. Now, with that being said, every luxury brand is a family name. That's somewhat true because Versace, Tommy Hilfiger, but they're not necessarily. What about Polo? Polo is not a family name. I don't think Balenciaga is a family name. All right. I'm not sure if that's correct. Every luxury brand has every luxury brand is using a last name. Every luxury brand is a family name. I'm not sure on that, Andre Rose. I'm not sure about that. But like I said, Kanye West, Adidas is gonna remove all their shoes off of the shelves, right? Especially Foot Locker. Foot Locker is removing all Kanye West's shoes off of their shelves. And with that being said, also Adidas is gonna take the Kanye West's name off of all the shoes, and then they're gonna place the shoes back on the shelf. If you guys don't know, Adidas owns the patents on all those shoes that Kanye created under their brand. All right, about 90 to 95%, they have the patent on those shoes, so they reserve the right to utilize those shoes, change the colorways on the shoes, and do whatever they want with that shoe. Kanye does not have no control over that. And that's what Kanye was basically trying to bring to everybody's attention. Kanye's trying to let you know when he did these ventures with these companies, when he did these joint ventures with these companies, this is the rights that he gave up. Dame Dash said something. Dame Dash said when Kanye told Dame Dash about his new venture with Adidas, right? With Balenciaga. And when Kanye told him about that, Dame Dash asked Kanye, are you a part of the board? Because if you're not part of the board, you don't make all the decisions. If you get what I'm saying, right? So Kanye basically, at this point, Kanye has broken ties with all these companies. A lot of people are saying that this was premeditated. People are saying this is all premeditated. This was a strategy that he had. He basically did that, spewed all that hate message and all those different type of things just so he could break ties with these companies and he won't be penalized with it financially. Because you just can't cut ties with a company. They're going to sue you and you're going to lose money in that process. But them taking the decision upon themselves to break ties with Kanye West, that allowed Kanye West to break free with no strings attached. He doesn't owe them nothing, all right? You guys, make sure you guys hit that like button when you guys come in the building, all right? And like I said, man, shout out to Kanye West. We about to close it out. The last thing I want to talk about was Kanye West. Planet has left the building. It's just us right now. And we about to close this out. If you guys don't know, this is the L.O.T.S approved Media Mafia. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, all right? This is the most dangerous podcast, up and coming podcast. I'm speaking this into existence, all right? This affirmation, like I say, at its best. You guys, make sure you guys share this. You guys get a chance, share this podcast. This is episode 106. This is our 6th episode, all right? And I'm proud of us. And there's definitely more to come. You guys, make sure you guys share this. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys go on YouTube and make sure you guys subscribe to L.O.T.S approved media on YouTube, all right? This is only going to be up for 2 days on Facebook. After that, you guys are going to have to watch this fire podcast, episode 106. You guys are going to have to watch this on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. And when you subscribe, hit that notification button and become part of that notification mafia. Mafia-cation that is, right? Subscribe, notifications, and hit that thumbs up. Hit that like button, all right? L.O.T.S approved media. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Don't Shoot the Messenger. Mafia, and I'm out. One love, everybody.